You're already thinking soupy. Can I get a backup here? You know he's thinking soupy.
I'm not.
Right?
I've said I think that if you look
Are you talking about this right now, you are thinking soupy.
Yeah.
No, I'm
it's
This
okay,
scenario
though,
that
but
you
I'm
are
saying-
now saying
I'm pretty
is soupy.
If you lose a game like this game, this Sunday Night Football game, you're still going to be thinking soupy.
Yeah, but I also am saying you should
Win or
be
lose, if
thinking
it's
soupy.
close, you're thinking soupy.
I'm not saying it's crazy for you to think soupy. You should be thinking soupy.
I don't-
With the
He
NFC
is thinking Snoopy. Snoopy.
On today's Pardon My Take, football is all the way back. Week 1, we're going to start with Boomers. Then we're going to recap every single game from Sunday. Also Friday night, Chargers beat the Chiefs. Incredible to have football all the way back. Some questionable games, some games that weren't pretty to watch, but it doesn't matter because we still had some good witching hour action. We had a Sam Darnold late game fumble.
They might not have been pretty, but they all had great personalities.
Yes, great personalities. We had the Jets Steelers, which was the highest scoring game on Sunday afternoon, which was crazy. And then we're going to do Who's Back of the Week. Probably talk some tennis maybe because we had the U.S. Open. I still don't know who won, but someone will tell me. We got a great show. It's a Monday. It's a football Monday on Pardon My Take, and it's brought to you by DraftKings. Football is back, and so is your chance to cash in like never before with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Here's the play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats from breakout rookies to elite QBs and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. No gimmicks, no convoluted rules. Just you, your player reads, and a shot at big returns. Nail your picks, and you're not just winning, you're stacking. Pick 6 rewards, bold play with payouts beyond the minimum if you beat the field. I think what Tate had the pick 6 pick today of Christian McCaffrey under 72.5 rushing yards. I think he hit that. I think he hit all 6 of them. It was electric to watch. Kind of seeing the end of the 49ers game being like, is he going to run? Are they going to run? Are they going to pass? Are they going to run? Don't want to get the ball back. And here's a kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick 6 set. This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by DraftKings. This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call, ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, September 8th, week 1. Football! It's good to be back, Teach. They're not gonna get him.
Some spread.
We start in Brazil, where Justin Sherbert had ice cream in his veins as he and San Quentin Johnston broke out of Kansas City jail and finally beat the Chiefs. Travis Kelce gave Xavier Worthy a last kiss with his shoulder as the recently engaged tight end knocked his teammate out for at least a fortnight. Andy Reid got the red card flipped on him at Fogo de Chao as he ran out of seconds and is now 0-1 lifetime in countries he can't order a cheeseburger. The Chargers, the San Diego Superchargers, 27. The Chiefs, 21.
We go back to stateside to Cleveland as the Browns very racistly started Joe Flacco over Shedeur Sanders. It's a nice day for a Brown wedding, as 2 Cleveland fans said their nuptials before the game, but there will be no wedding vows for Andre Schmidt, who missed 2 kicks and doesn't have an IOU to pay them back. Kevin Stefanski didn't get his offense into the sexy red zone enough, and Bengals fans are no longer calling for Zach Taylor to be earth, wind, and fired because now they remember he got his second win in September in the first 2 weeks. Oh, he did, yeah. Bengals 17, the Browns 16.
In Indianapolis, where the roof stayed open for our good friend Jim Irsay, so he could look down and watch his favorite quarterback, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones dice up the Dolphins. Tyler Warren Zevon said, send your lawyers, guns, and money, a.k.a. the 3 desert island picks that Tyreek Hill would have as the rookie flash for the Colts. Tua turned the ball over, was in midseason form, making sure the Colts defense got love too, and Miami had injuries to Storm Duck and Jalen Waddle, making sure this game was as foul as it gets for Mike McDaniel's squad. The Colts 33, the Dolphins 8. Whoop! Whoop! We head to Meadowlands where memes was on the scene.
In MetLife, Mr. Rodgers returned to the neighborhood with his new friend Ben Scrawneck, Scrawback, smoke ayahuasca, don't smoke crack, as he drugged himself into the end zone. Justin Field of Dreams built himself a good day that had Jets fans coming for more. On defense, Will McDonald said, I'll have the Zach special. 2 sacks, 3 tackles, and 2 passes deflected. Brandon Lance Stevens' son blew the opportunity to seal the game and set up the Wizard of Boz, Chris Boswell, who turned into the Unabomber with a 60-yard nuke spoiling Aaron Glinda's debut. Garrett Wilson was left on an island with Jalen Ramsey Bolton, who, despite giving up a touchdown, got violent and wreaked havoc with a big hit on the receiver to end the game. Steelers 34, Jets 32.
Great job, memes.
Well done, mate.
Way to go. In Foxborough, Hank is on the scene.
Yes, over to a wet and stormy New England. Trade Chris Tucker asked the Pats D, do you know the words coming out of my mouth? Touchdown.
Good, Hank.
After connecting with Geno Smith in the first quarter. Drake, Iceman May, and DeMario Buster Douglas connected a 1-2 scoring punch of their own to knot things up at 7. Ashton Earl Genty tick-tocked and used blocks to get in the end zone in the third quarter, and a missed field goal from Andre Aurora Borregales stalled the Patriots' momentum. Peter DeMar Carroll said Bangarang Rufio after once again defeating Mikey V. Patriots 13, the Raiders 20.
Great job, Hank.
We go down to the Big Easy, New Orleans, as it's back to school time for all the youngsters out there, and Kyler Murray showed up looking like your teacher, Miss Frizzle. Some say Alvin Kamara Harris won't make it through November, but he showed flashes on Sunday as he's been ordered to stay out of battleground states like Nevada. You heard about this one, Tej? Tej, did you hear this one? The Cardinals and the Saints. Hey, I've seen this movie before, but it was called Conclave.
Bad ending, Boom.
I liked this ending the first time I saw it, Tej, when it was called The Crying Game. Someone should tell Spencer Tattler Kellen Moore that they may need a different QB. The Cardinals, 20. The Saints don't go marching, 13.
We're going to stick in the NFC South, and we have Zach making his debut.
To Atlanta we go for an absolute scorcher between the Tampa Bay Bucs and the Atlanta Falcons domed up at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Michael Penix Jr. bacon cheese fries one out to Bijan Red Robinson for an early 6 points. Baker Mayfield absolutely yoked one to Emeka Egbuka for a 30-yard touchdown taken all the way to the coop. And with the game on his shoulder, Younghoe Koo's Kool-Aid gets absolutely iced before juicing the kick for far right, an attempt to push the game to overtime. Tampa 23, Atlanta 20.
Great job, Zach.
Great job, Zach.
To the not-so-frozen tundra where Micah Allen Parsons' project is serious about trying to win a Lombardi. Tucker Bob Kraft started the scoring on what would be a very happy ending for Packers fans as Jaden Creed added to the total, taking Green Bay higher to a place where fat men scream. The Lions made the game look closer at the end as Isaac Tesla went hands-free mode, needing only one to score before the Lions' battery exploded. Packers 27, Lions 13.
Whip! Out west in Seattle, where Christian McCaffrey Hurts was in the starting lineup, but Run CMC wasn't the hit single from today. It's Ricky to Brock on dime, to Brock on dime. That's right, on dime, it's Ricky. It's Ricky, as Pearsall had 4 catches for 108 yards, propelling the Niners defense. Sam Darney Hammer cannibalized the Seahawks' chances of winning. Bosa got there just in the nick of time to seal us Niners win. The Niners 17, the Seahawks 13.
Standing on a corner, Jameis Winston down the shore, such a fine sight to see. He's back, my lord, down the Jersey Shore, and he's backing up Lil Russie. Come on, Dayball, your head looks great, bald. It's time to start Jackson Dart and run the table. Commanders 21, Giants 6.
G-Men.
G-Men. And that was the fastest 2 minutes for week 1. Brought to you by Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready, Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, and our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task, built for the hustle, ready for the game. Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Okay, week 1 in the books. We're watching the end of Sunday Night Football. We'll get to it at the end of it, but we're going to recap every game from Sunday and Chargers, Chiefs. And boys, football is back. Feels good. We had a full day of Sunday, full slate. Let's start with Steelers 34, Jets 32. The game that everyone thought was going to be a slugfest ended up being the highest scoring game, at least for the afternoon or early slate and late slate. Every other game went under. This one was a shootout between Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers afterwards said, "I'm just happy to beat everyone associated with the Jets."
So what I took from that was Aaron Rodgers was happy to beat memes.
Yes.
You are associated with the Jets. How does it feel knowing that Aaron Rodgers was happy to beat you?
I didn't take it as that, but people were tagging me in the tweet as that.
You are
possible.
You're associated. But Aaron Rodgers, to his credit, and this is what I was talking about when I said that I think the Steelers can win a playoff game this year. He looked better than any Steelers quarterback that I can remember since Big Ben could move.
Well, there's stats to back that up. He was the first Steelers quarterback to throw 4 touchdown passes since November 15th, 2020, and that was Big Ben. Listen, we're going to overreact all show because that's what you got to do after week 1. I overreacted to one play. When Aaron Rodgers got sacked on his first play, I was like, he's cooked. It's over. And then he threw 4 touchdowns and looked like his mobility is limited, but he still can make every single throw, and he does the thing better than anyone else where he can always put the ball where a guy can get extra yards.
Yeah.
He places the ball so that the guy can run with the ball, and that's obviously it's not super subtle, but it is kind of a subtle thing that not every quarterback has, and Aaron Rodgers still has that.
The thing about Aaron Rodgers is he can still drift backwards and at a diagonal, and I think that's his full speed. Like, I think he drifts just as fast as he would run forward if he was going to be sprinting. But yeah, he had a passer rating of 136.7. That is the highest since 2020 at least. That's when Big Ben had his highest, I believe. But this is it's a different looking Steelers offense because they have a guy that can throw the ball downfield. The running game still doesn't look great. They didn't really try to run the ball that much.
No, they can't run the ball.
Yeah, they can't.
It's
weird because it's Steelers football, but they don't really, at least today, didn't really try to run the ball, and they played terrible defense. But it is the Steelers.
And I actually think this is just Steelers football now, is not being able to run the ball.
Yeah.
That's just what happens now. Like we've seen it for a few years now where their offensive line's not great and their running backs don't have like a ton of explosion, although Jalen Warren does at times. But yeah, it was all on Aaron Rodgers. Obviously was it a punt muff or no kickoff fumble, right?
Kickoff. It was a touchdown kickoff mumble.
Yeah, that was a really bad moment. And then Chris Boswell with a 60-yarder to win the game, essentially. Obviously, there were some more plays after. But Chris Boswell is the best kicker in football right now.
Oh, you think he is?
Who else?
I like this Tyler Loop guy.
You're already a Tyler Loop guy?
Kind of smitten on Tyler Loop, yeah.
I understand that, but Chris Boswell's been doing this for a long time now.
Yeah, the Steelers do a good job of they find a kicker that's really good in their stadium, and they just hang on to him. And usually those kickers end up being pretty good outside their stadium too. But yeah, drilled a 60-yarder. Jerry said it would have been good from 75. I trust his metrics on that.
Yep, Mike Tomlin said he's a serial killer afterwards, which actually, like, if you had to have a serial killer play any position on your football team, I think
good answer.
you really would tight end?
Running back.
But those guys have chances to get that's true.
Yeah.
I guess 2 is
We've got some proof.
killer, yeah.
We don't know if any kickers have actually murdered anybody, right?
Serial killers though would get a lot of extracurricular penalties.
Yeah.
Kicker never really is in a spot to have that happen. And you do want someone who's completely unflappable in those big moments and isn't affected by, like, I have to hit a 60-yarder in MetLife to win this game.
I would rather have my kicker be either a serial killer or really extremely dumb.
Yes.
So that they won't overthink anything. If you want to go reverse on the Wonderlic score, draft a kicker that's dumb as shit. But Boswell, the kicker, BTK. Think about it.
It's right there.
It's right in
front. It's been
front.
hiding in plain sight.
It has been. Also, my favorite part of this game might have been before the game started.
Yes.
There was a man that got stuck on the American flag at MetLife Stadium. I don't know how you get stuck on. Was it intentional?
Really bad sign for the Jets' entire season. The vibes could not be more off when you got a guy crawling on the American flag before the season even starts.
Have the Jets ever had a season that started off with a meme of somebody with an American flag that led to bad things?
Not that I can recall.
Is it very respectful to crawl across the American flag or very disrespectful?
I think once you're stuck, you're stuck. Like, what are you going to do?
Do we know how he got there?
Memes. What happened here?
Did he parachute onto the flag? Because that would have kicked ass.
I don't know.
He looks ridiculous.
I think they
okay, all right. Let me defend him real quick. Actually, kind of a respectable move. Didn't stand up and walk. I think that would have been worse. If he got his shoes on the flag.
Yep.
I think crawling like a baby keeps it somewhat like, hey, he's trying his best here. This is like, remember in like gym class when you would do the big parachute and then you'd all sit underneath it and then do the popcorn? Like, it looks like it'd be pretty fun.
I feel like the best move would be to turn over on your back and just say, wrap me up in it. Like, bury me in this flag now.
Yeah. But either way, that was a very bad vibes start for the Jets. Memes. Great game for Justin Fields.
Great game.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got? Because that was a disappointing loss. You guys felt like you had that game many times. And Hank shaking his head. I don't know if you saw him do that.
I did not.
Okay, he is shaking his head. I want it on the record. He just shook his head to you. That when I said that
he knows that. We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah, so how are you feeling vibes-wise after that game?
So this is probably the happiest I've been after a season opening loss.
Whoa.
I mean, the expectations were so low going in. Based on what Bears fans have said, I honestly didn't think he could throw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like he
made some nice throws.
He made some nice throws.
The Garrett Wilson throw was
tight windows.
Awesome. Yeah.
Breece Hall was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Offense pretty much played a almost perfect game. Obviously, if you get the game-winning drive, it is a perfect day. But offense played perfect. Wasn't happy with the secondary, but is what it is.
Yeah.
I thought that there was a lot to be okay with if you're a Jets fan. We don't know how good either team's going to be, actually. Like, we could get to the end of the season and be like, wow, the Jets, that was disappointing. They lost in week one. If they'd won that, they might be a playoff team. We could also get to the end of the season and be like, yeah, both teams were ass, or maybe both teams are good.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little gun shy right now, just thinking back to last year.
About what?
The Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to take my shots. I don't care. I'm going to take my shots.
The Saints, they fucked me up. They fucked up my entire perception of how to judge teams in week 1 and 2.
This game didn't change my perception, really, of either team in the fact that I think the Jets will be a little – well, but yeah, but I guess Justin Fields, like, their offense looked better, but it also – the sum of the parts, they aren't – yeah, you know what? Memes, you're right. The offense looked better. I thought their defense would be better. That's the problem.
I thought the defense would be better, too. Because it was weird. They would get some stops, and then all of a sudden it would just be a long drive. Then they wouldn't cover anyone or a penalty. But I was ready to fire off some takes if they won.
It was also a motivated Rodgers, which is a dangerous, dangerous thing. Justin Fields even said afterwards he didn't expect he thought a lot of people didn't expect the Jets to come out like that today. So he's got a little swagger. And when he said come out like that, he said, I'm just calling it what it is. They acquired all these guys in the offseason, future Hall of Famers on that side of the ball, and we put up 32. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that.
Yeah, they were the number 1 ranked defense going into this on Madden.
And they did. Oh,
Okay.
Yep. That's very Jets of you.
Yep.
Where do you expect them to fall after one game?
After one game, the Jets?
What would be fair?
You
got to be fair.
What if they're first in the division?
They could be first in the division based on point differential.
That's true. That's what Memes is rooting for the Bills to lose by more than 2 points, because that way he could get the screenshot of the Jets winning the AFC East with them at the very top of it.
Yeah. That would be huge for you.
I'd say we're a top 7 team.
Okay. It's 17.
AFC.
in defense.
AFC.
Top
AFC.
7
Top
AFC.
7 AFC.
Playoff team.
A playoff team.
Playoff team after
That's
week
2
one.
day, week 1.
How do you argue that? If you in a vacuum, if you only watch today's game.
No, I agree. The Jets looked better than a lot of the other teams in the AFC today.
Yeah.
Although today doesn't count Friday, Chargers Chiefs. But still, the point stands.
Jets only lost by 2.
Only lost by 2.
They had the 3rd worst Super Bowl odds. I really thought they were going to be so bad.
Also, the Jets didn't punt in the first half, which was the first time that happened since 1991.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, things are changing.
Yeah.
And you have a kicker. You happy with Folk?
I like Nick Folk. He did miss that extra point, but I like Nick Folk. Old reliable.
Well, he missed the extra point, but they called it for illegal formation on the defense, right? So then you guys tried for 2 points.
Tried for 2 points,
Yeah.
didn't get it. Then you're chasing that the whole game. Then you had to do 2 at the end. Rookie mistakes for Aaron Glenn too, but he's trying to build an identity for the team. Mm-hmm. He tried doing that. I'll never hate on somebody for trying to go for too early.
Yeah.
I'm also calling bullshit on my own stat. I wrote that down. That doesn't sound right. There's no way that's right.
The Jets didn't punt in the first half for the first time since 1991.
Maybe it's just against Steelers. There's no way that's right. They've had halves where they haven't punted, right?
No, I think that's
Oh yeah,
right.
no, that's what it says. Yeah, that's actually an insane stat. That's insane.
Yeah, they've had good teams since. A lot of bad.
0 punts in the first half for the first time since 1991. That's a crazy stat.
That is nuts.
Yeah. You'd think that there would be a game mixed in that they just had, everything was clicking, and there was, one of those games where it's like they had a 10-minute drive or something. So they only had 4 possessions. They never punted. That's crazy. So that's good. Memes.
That's good. We're building, but I think the most important, not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're still a bad team in the sense that they lost that game. The kick return, good. Mm-hmm. There was 1 turnover in the game. Steelers capitalized off it. Bad teams figure out a way to lose. Jets lost that game.
Yeah, but I actually am kind of buying everything you're saying right now, in that in terms of a loss, there was a lot of positives to take from it.
A lot of positives. There's no moral victories, obviously. The next 2 weeks are gauntlets. So
who do you have?
So we go Buffalo at home, then at Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Memes, what did you make the insult graphic about it was very funny. They showed Ian Eagle and JJ Watt in the booth. It was the new Altuve, Aaron Judge. Memes photoshopped our faces and said on today's podcast.
He did, yeah, I saw that. It was very cute. Memes.
I would imagine you, noted fame of calling PFT little guy, made this.
I did make it.
You did make it.
I also tweet out the screenshot before Memes put that out there, saying this is an alternate universe part of my take. So
But I did
stole from you.
I thought about tweeting it. I had it in the drafts, originally.
Yeah.
And then you tweeted that, so I was like, all right, I'll put their face.
So I mentally stole it from you.
You mentally stole it from me, but that
And then
gave me
you-
permission to post it from the
Correct.
party.
Yeah.
Usually that's a fat guy and a guy with long hair.
when you
Well,
see-
This was just a
yeah.
tall guy and a short guy.
My
Yeah.
thought was this is a short guy. I'm going to put this out before Memes does.
Memes, when you see
By the way, mission accomplished.
Memes, when you see big thing, little thing in nature, do you immediately do you say to yourself on today's part of my take?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll have a third friend
Yeah.
with a beard, backwards
Okay.
hat.
But you see a big tree next to a little tree. You're like, that's part of my take.
Yeah. Part of my takes everywhere.
I like that. And also, this is a great visual for Big Cat, too. It's Big Cat, you're basically JJ Watt.
I look awesome.
JJ Watt's hair, by the way, did he do something different with that?
I think he just grew it out.
It's a good look for JJ.
I think it's probably one of those things he stopped living life with stress of being in the NFL and coming back from injuries and everything, and then his hair just grew.
I should quit playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so overall positive. Steelers, I feel like the Steelers have to be very excited about Aaron Rodgers. That was the best quarterback play they've seen before Big Ben got hurt.
Which time?
The elbow.
The last hurt.
The last hurt.
This is before Big Ben died.
Yeah.
And then kept playing football.
Yeah, and then Big Ben decided to play a couple more years. But yeah, if you're a Steelers fan, you got to be like, hey, we actually have an offense now. It's kind of fun. And DK looked fast.
He looked very fast, and you have enough names on defense where you can convince yourself, like, we can button things up.
Yeah.
We're the Steelers. Once it gets cold out, you'll expect good things from that defense.
Their first-round draft pick is still hurt from Oregon. He's going to be a run stopper. Cam Hayward, obviously the contract stuff, that got figured out in the last second. I still don't really understand it. They basically were like, hey, if you win a playoff game, we'll give you a lot of money.
Yeah, I think so.
Which seems like not a great bet for Cam Hayward, but
I think he wanted to play football.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, okay, you got me.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, overall, pretty good. And then let's start the debate. Chris Boswell, best kicker in the NFL. I think he is. He's money.
I'm going through the list. McLaughlin down in Tampa is not bad. He had a bad day today.
Bucker's still very good. What's his name? Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Aubrey.
But Boswell's made the big kicks in, like, big moments,
Yeah.
too. And he's also been on teams where it's like, you can't fuck this up, dude. We don't have an offense to sustain not you missing any kicks.
Yeah, Brandon Aubrey hasn't killed anybody that we know of.
Brandon Aubrey just makes every kick look so easy.
He's really good, but is he a serial killer? I don't know.
You want to throw Jake Elliott in there? Max is locked in on something else. Okay.
No, Jake Elliott needs more than one game.
Okay. Next game.
He just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he had a bad year last year.
Yeah, he did. He missed a lot of big kicks.
Extra points.
Yeah. Next game. Bucs 23, Falcons 20. This was an awesome witching hour game. This was probably the best game in terms of competitiveness in the early window. And we saw basically a theme for the day. All the offenses struggled. The Bucs offense struggled until it was time for Baker to be Baker. And in the 2-minute drive he ran, 63 yards in 5 plays, Ibuka scores a second touchdown of the game. He's the real deal. And then they're able to hold off because Younghoe Koo misses a kick to send it to overtime.
Yeah, this is kind of my theory about Baker, and it's always been my theory. He plays so good in the 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
Just especially in weeks like 1 and 2, let him just run the 2-minute offense the entire game.
Let him rip.
It looked so much different when he was just going out there, his hair on fire, like getting up to the line of scrimmage quickly. It was a different offense entirely. On the Falcons side, I do think Michael Penix has discovered Kyle Pitts. I think confirmed he realizes that Kyle Pitts is on the team, and Kyle Pitts has been somewhat unlocked.
And Michael Penix is also the greatest what?
You just love calling him Penis.
Yeah, I know, because he doesn't want to be called Penis, and I'm not calling him Penis. Michael Penix, the greatest reacher at the goal line of all time.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, you had the Indiana one. This one,
Heineke was pretty good.
Heineke was good, but Michael Penix, like, we were watching it with our good friend Stephen Shea, and he said out loud, he's like, how is his knee not down? It's like, dude, that's what he does. He reaches at the goal line. He scores touchdowns in improbable ways, and that's what he did. He actually had 2 on that drive where it was the one to get to the 1 yard line or to get the first down, and then the one to score the touchdown. So positives for the Falcons, I feel like their defense was at least better for most of the game than it has been in the past. They got a lot more pressure. Their run game still couldn't get going, so I don't know what's going on there. And Michael Penix, he made some good plays. He had some good shots. He missed some guys, but overall, like, he's still a young quarterback. And he also, again, this is like the Commanders game last year. Michael Penix, again, basically drove the Falcons to victory. That pass he made to Kadero Hodge with like 20 seconds left, and Hodge just didn't turn around and see it, that was an absolute dime. That could have been, if he turns around and sees that, that's a touchdown pass, and the whole week 1 narrative is completely different because Michael Penix went down in a minute and took them and won the game in regulation.
Yeah, Michael Penix had a great game today. I thought, or he showed enough for a Falcons fan to be like, I'm excited about this year.
That was an awesome pass to Carol Hodge.
He made a game-winning throw.
Yeah.
It still looks weird when a lefty throws it in the NFL.
Of course.
In college, it looks awesome, but in the NFL, it's like, that guy's a witch. What's going on? But if you're a Falcons fan, what you want out of the quarterback is just to be like, okay, we made a good decision drafting that guy when everyone called us crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting against that narrative, too.
Well, I think listen, Kirk Cousins had a very good career, and who knows if he'll play again, but like, in terms of pushing the ball down the field, Michael Penix is doing it more.
Yeah.
I also, if we're overreacting to like one or two plays, I thought the Falcons' offense was going to be the greatest offense ever when Bijan took it to the house like 3 plays into the game.
Yeah, well, he wasn't great in the running game, but he caught a lot of great passes today.
Yeah.
And then if you just get him in space with a swing pass, then good night.
And Drake London got hurt, which sucks. But overall, like the Falcons, they worked a lot on their defense. Their defense looked better. They were getting after Baker. It obviously didn't work at the end when Baker carved him up. But it's kind of I'm not going to say this for every game, but like both teams looked pretty good. They looked bad, but I think they will end up being good.
They were sloppy, but there was enough to like about them where you're like, this. I can watch another game of this.
That will
I'm
get
excited
fixed.
to see this.
Yeah, and like the things that you wanted to see, if you're a Falcons fan, you want to see better defense. If you're a Bucs fan, you want to see Ibuka like step into that role right away, which he did. So there's the positives there. Also, I like Ibuka and I hope Ibuka plays a really long time in the NFL just to see how many times Gronk can mispronounce his name. He did it like 4 different pronunciations of his name in the same segment.
It was so great before the game started. He was frazzled because they all said like, "Hey Gronk, you're gonna pass out," because he had to talk for like 20 seconds nonstop. And so then he started hyperventilating, and then he said "Abubu."
Yeah,
Emeko bubu.
And then he went like Egbuka, and then Ibuka. The silent G's got him fucked.
Yeah, and every time he said it though, I wasn't bothered by it. Because
no, I love it.
That's just Gronk's brain. I want to hear Gronk have all the hard pronunciation. I want to hear him try Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
I just have never heard someone pronounce a name 3 different ways in the course of like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
And he did it. He pulled it off. Zach, how are you feeling as a Bucs fan?
I don't want to get overly optimistic because it was week 1, but for a divisional win in Atlanta, defense made me a little nervous in the first quarter, but Baker's moving shaking. He was trusting he's trusting his guys up front, which was nice. Good pocket time. I felt good about the win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Tristan Wirfs is going to come back. Tristan Wirfs is going to be huge for protecting Baker.
That's the other thing. You guys were banged up today.
Yeah, and Godwin.
And you'll get your receivers back. Yeah, that'll be good. Hassan Reddick, good to see him out there, still alive. Got a sack.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very very hopeful for the season. I don't want to misspeak by getting too excited too soon, but we're on to week 2.
No, be a prisoner of the moment. It's fine. It's
Look
fun.
at this. Are we just being reasonable about everything right now when we're not overreacting? I do have some overreact games and overreact teams, but this one was not one of them. This was just a hard-fought divisional game. You're right. Like the Bucs, doesn't matter how you get there because they could have easily lost this game in regulation. They could have gone to overtime. Doesn't matter. You win the game. You just walk out and say, "Hey, week 1 is week 1.
Mm-hmm.
We won a game." I feel like Young Hoku misses big kicks.
Youngway?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has. He's missed, but also you have to take into account he is in fact the Falcons kicker.
Yes.
So that might be more of a uniform thing than it is a him thing.
Yeah. When he was lining up for that kick, I was like, it doesn't feel good.
I told Shay, I was like, hey, I know it feels bad right now, but just know that this is the Falcons, and so if they have to kick a field goal, I think we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they'll either beat you, they could beat you with a touchdown right now, or they'll miss a field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, next game. Bengals 17, Browns 16. If you had a bet for the Browns to be the first green dildo of the season, well, unfortunately, we didn't have odds for that because that was the odds-on favorite because the Bills played at night. But, yeah, the Browns had a dildo on the field.
Yeah, it was minus 250. Pretty easy. It was the green dildo, right?
It was the green dildo.
Might have been a wedding present for the happy couple that got married before the game started.
You're talking about First Lady and Brown Spider.
I did talk about them, yes.
Yes, First Lady and Brown Spider got married. Beautiful ceremony in the Muni lot. It was just so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
NFL superfans are the best breed, and everyone doing the chanting and saying "Here we go, Brownies!" after
it was great.
Was awesome.
It was great. They'll always remember that.
Yeah,
what a special moment.
I actually think I'm going to buy something on their registry because I saw that Brown Spider follows me, and I was like, you know what? And he's got it pinned.
Is it on there?
Yeah, I think he said he was like, for everyone asking.
I want to
know. I'm sure there were a lot of people asking.
I want to know what the register,
All right,
like what they have on there is.
I'm pulling up. We promise we'll get to the actual football game, but when there's a wedding at the Muni lot for week 1, you have to talk about it. All right, wait. People keep asking if we have a registry. It's on our wedding website. Where's their wedding website? Oh, Muni Lot Wedding 2025.
Love that. And it was Brown Spider?
Brown Spider.
Okay.
And they also, the Browns, I think, gifted them like 50-yard line tickets. All right, here we go.
I used to have one of those.
All right, here we go. What do they got? Home Improvement Moving Fund. Okay. Interesting. NFL Stadium Travel Fund.
So
that's the first listed thing. Then you have
honeymoon in London, England. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. For
I'm
bare
in for that.
feet, NFL Sweater Gnome holiday socks. I like that. We got
We've got storage.
it's all brown.
And a bunch of brown
I don't know why I'm
stuff.
surprised, but it's literally just all brown stuff. I thought it was going to be, a nice mixer or some good a China set. No, it's Browns ornaments, a Browns flag for their table, their tailgating table, some Browns hats. We got to buy him something.
I'm going to get him something for sure.
We got to get him something. Look at this. What is that?
Power adapter?
Sports NFL microfiber furniture protector. That's beautiful.
It's a blanket, yeah.
You need that. You need the Browns.
Oh, some coolers?
Yep, some Browns coolers. This is great.
Can you sort by most expensive?
I think these guys are going to make it a long time.
I do too.
Because look at this registry. Our timeline apart and together.
Like if you can find 2 people who want to be married in the Muni lot before Browns games, they are definitely 100% completely aligned.
Yes.
Those people don't grow on trees.
This is
$50
weighted
gift card.
vest.
Oh, I like that.
I'm looking at their timeline right now. Brown Spider had the breast cancer month fit on. He's just wearing a pink hat. Love that. I love when they get into the to the seasons.
Crucial catch.
Yeah. Brown Spider bathroom selfie on the way to Indy from Cleveland. Okay.
A salute to service themed wedding, if neither one of them was in the military, would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. Oh, January 12th, 2024, the night a romance was born. That's beautiful. It's them in their Browns gear at a bar. The time was had. Houston, we have a solution. That's funny. Okay. So, yeah, beautiful wedding. Beautiful couple.
Beautiful green dildo.
Beautiful green dildo. We have to buy something for them on their registry.
How far do you think Joe Flacco could throw a dildo?
I mean, over this mountain for sure.
I think he could hit a G spot from 65 yards.
Easily. Joe Flacco, by the way, didn't play bad. The Browns kind of let him down.
Yeah, there were 2 pass deflections by his own wide receivers that ended up in interceptions. Listen, if Joe Flacco's 60 years old, the arm is still going to be there.
Yeah, so
that's not the problem.
So this game is, if you're a Bengals fan, you're saying to yourself, we won week 1. That's huge.
Yeah.
We finally won a week 1 game.
This is the best-looking Bengals team in week 1 that we've seen in years.
And they did it in an ugly, ugly fashion, so much so they had 141 total yards. Jamar Chase was basically not there. They had an opening drive of 68 yards, which was methodical. You're like, oh, this Bengals offense is going to be incredible again. The Bengals had 7 net yards in the second half. They had 8 drives outside of their 2 touchdown drives. They had 8 drives with 30 net yards. The Browns defense bottled them up. And the fact that the Browns didn't win this game is more because they're the Browns and Andre Schmidt, their kicker, missed a chip shot, 36-yarder, and an extra point, and that was the difference in this game.
Yeah, so Andre Schmidt, by the way, his name is not spelled like you think it would be spelled. It's S-Z-M-Y-T, absolutely 0 vowels in the man's last name. I guess you could make the case for why. That was definitely the difference in the game. Neither team played great, but the Bengals, if you were to tell them we're 1-0.
Yeah.
If you had said we won the game 3-0, they would have been like, fine. You just want to flip the calendar past September as quickly as possible. Also, I don't know if you saw the clip of Myles Garrett hitting Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Dear God.
Holy shit.
It was a car wreck.
Yes.
And if Myles is driving, he's probably going pretty fast.
Yes.
He just like completely steamrolled him. And then Joe just like popped back up. I'd be dead.
Yep.
I would be dead. I would just, and even if it didn't kill me, I just hold my breath until I died.
Yeah.
After I got hit, I'd be like, I don't want to. If this is my life, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, I would be 100% dead. Joe Burrow said it after the game. He said they didn't win any of these games last year, which is the truth. So that's the positive. And the Bengals offense will figure it out. It was more the Browns just pissed away a very winnable game on Brown Spider and First Lady Wedding Day, which is killer because you can't, like, you got to win that game. And you don't know how many chances, you don't know how many games the Browns are going to win this year. The Browns kicker situations, obviously Dustin Hopkins gets cut last year at the end of the year, and then they bring in Andre Schmidt, who was a really good kicker at Syracuse, and it's just the same old Browns. Here's someone, given who's already on the Browns roster, should the Browns take a look at Justin Tucker?
Be a good culture fit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there's anywhere that Justin Tucker can go right now and people aren't going to be like, whoa, what are you doing here?
Just make Stabler the special teams coach.
I'm just saying.
He's already at your practice.
I'm just saying. Is that a possibility? But it was like, that was the kicker. And I don't know who this guy, Zach Jackson, is. I think he's a Browns reporter from The Athletic. And I'm not a big, like, cold takes exposed guy. But he's a reporter for the Browns. He covers the Browns. He knows the Browns. He tweeted before the game, from the looks of Andre Schmidt's warm-ups, he'll probably have a Mr. Hero commercial by Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, well.
That's brutal.
No, that's good.
No, he's saying he was watching him warm up, and he was like, this guy's going to be incredible.
Right.
And then he went out and he cost them the game.
Right.
So, like, how do you not know that if you're a Browns beat reporter to not tweet something like that about the kicker?
Yeah, you should know better than to actually, like, predict anything good is going to happen to the team. But
especially the Browns kicker.
You could say that if he beats out Dustin Hopkins, you're probably pretty confident in him.
No, definitely not.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Because, like, Hopkins hasn't been a bad kicker. He's had some bad games for the Browns, but he hasn't been, like, the shittiest kicker in the NFL.
I don't think beating out Hopkins is like, man, this guy. I mean, he is a good kicker, Andre Schmidt. Like I said, I think he won the Lou Groza Award at Syracuse. He was a battle hawk last year, but still, it's just the Browns. This is what the Browns do. They had a very winnable game. 7 net yards of offense for the Bengals in the second half. That's a game you should win.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. It seemed like the Bengals were going to figure out a way to lose it the entire time, but they just ran into a team that was going to lose it more than they did.
You lose it harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Flacco looked good, though.
He looked fine.
Yeah, I mean, his 2 interceptions were like fluke. There was 4 drop passes, and 2 of them were guys basically catching the ball and then throwing it up to the Bengals.
He had some wheels, too.
He did.
Did you see his scrambles today?
Joe Flacco also is now, at his later age, he is now the number one guy that I'm screaming at the TV to get out of the way, because it feels like he's so good at still staying in the pocket, but it feels like there's 4 or 5 plays a game where he is like a absolute like millisecond away from getting destroyed.
Do you remember that one scramble he had when everybody was like, "Oh, holy shit, look at Joe go. Go, Joe, go."
Yeah.
It was a 4-yard run.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a 20-yard run.
It took about 20 seconds.
It took 20 seconds, but yeah, he was elusive.
Yeah, he was elusive. And they just didn't have the deep shot that you were like, usually Joe Flacco's good for one of those. It felt like the Browns couldn't unlock that.
Well, you got to say, if you're the Bengals, you just got to say, we need to get the ball to Jamar.
Yeah.
Then our offense will be better. And you know what? You'd be right.
Yeah. But credit to the Browns defense.
Yeah.
All right. PFT, you're up. Commanders 21, Giants 6.
Okay.
Thoughts?
My thoughts are mostly about the defense.
Yeah.
The Commanders' defense played really well today. I don't know how much of it is on the defense and how much is on the Giants' offensive line. So I have to weigh that, but I'll just say that, like, our defensive tackles, Payne and Kinlaw, the offseason edition, they wrecked this entire game on the defensive side. Russell Wilson looked bad. He looked very, very bad.
I don't know if he looked bad.
He is bad.
Yeah.
He is bad. He both appeared to be bad, and I know it to be true that he is also bad, and he looked it.
Because looking bad would imply that he could look good.
I was hoping that at halftime they would send Russell Wilson back out there.
Yeah.
As a Commanders fan.
Yeah.
Because I did not want any part of any sort of rookie fuck shit with Jackson Dart. Did not want Jameis Winston in that game.
Nope.
I didn't want any good vibes on the field. I wanted Russ to go because if you saw after like a quarter and a half, Malik Neighbors checked out on the Russell Wilson experience.
Yep.
He's out. He made that pretty clear if you look at his body language. But the defense looked really good. That was the first time that our defense in Washington has held a team to no touchdowns since Week 7 of 2020. So
it also was the first time that a team has scored 6 points or fewer in 3 consecutive season openers since 1942.
That's sad.
So the Giants have not scored more than 6 points in 3 consecutive season openers.
That's tough.
Really tough.
Now for some of the okay stuff. That was the good. The defense was the good.
Good.
But also, I don't know if it's because the Giants' offensive line isn't very good or not.
The Giants' offensive line is very bad, but I agree with you. The defense did look good.
Defense looked good. Cornerbacks looked good. Trey Amos looked good in coverage. Lattimore suplexed a guy. That was kind of cool. And then the okay stuff, I thought Jaden looked pretty good. Mm-hmm. I thought he played pretty well. He had some drops. He looked great with his feet. He missed a wide open Terry McLaurin, missed a couple other passes, but overall, good start for Jaden. Bill yes. Krosky Merritt, we told you about him back in, I think that was the last week of July. Bill looks awesome. I'm in love with Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Billy football. He's so good. I love his like jump cuts. He's fun to watch, and he's fun to listen to after the games too. So I'm so happy for him that he got out there. 7th round pick, and then immediately kind of shot his way to the top of the depth chart. It's very cool to see for him. And then also the bad, I would put Dan Quinn, clock management, in the bad. Threw away a possession at the end of the first half when we should have had at least 3 points, probably 7 points.
Was that Dan Quinn or Jaden?
It's Dan Quinn.
Because I thought Jaden...
We didn't have timeouts left.
Got it.
He burned timeouts super early in the
game. What was the runoff for?
The runoff was because Jaden threw the ball away intentionally, and so he got intentional grounding through the back of the end zone.
Got it.
And so then they had a runoff at the end. So we should have had at least 3 points there, and probably more if Dan had managed the timeouts a little bit better. And also, he's already said, like, we're always going to act like we're the hunter. We're not going to be the hunted. In this game, he acted like he was the hunted because there were a few times around midfield where it was like 4th and 2, 4th and 3. He would have gone for it last year every time, and he didn't go for it this year.
Well, that could be because the defense looks better.
It could be, yes, but also,
right?
It also, like, Dan was,
yeah,
it worked last year.
Yeah, but the defense was bad last year, and you needed to basically steal every possession you could get.
And Debo looked great out there. Also, I'm going to be honest. He looked a little bit fat, but he was still fast and awesome, which is the best of both worlds for me.
Yeah.
But he looked great. He touched the ball, got involved in the running game, got involved in the short passing game, long passing game. Debo looked great. I was pumped to see that. And then the question mark I had about today. I got one question mark.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels was wearing a Japanese flag on his helmet.
Yes.
And I was looking at that like, I feel like I'm the number one Jaden Daniels knower of things.
Turns out you're not.
I had to look it up.
And?
He's a quarter Japanese.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
That's crazy.
His grandmother's Japanese, so Jaden Danielson.
Okay.
That's what we're going to go with. And it's good for him. I just didn't know why. I didn't know that. I blame myself.
Yeah.
I should have known that. But yeah, overall, I'd say pretty good game for the Commanders. We handled business. I'm not going to read too much into it because there's a lot of question marks with the Giants. And if they have a different quarterback, that game might go a completely different way.
Yeah, so for the Giants, Russ was bad. Their offensive line is bad. So two things can be like, it's not all on Russ, but I just don't understand why you like Russell Wilson. He's had a great career. It's just over. He's got moon balls, and that's about it at this point. And he doesn't – I don't know why. I get it. Jackson Dart is a rookie. You don't want to, throw him in the fire if he's not ready. I actually think he's going to be starting soon, very soon.
Yeah, I do too.
Because Dable said he has full confidence in Russell Wilson, which always we've taught people many times. If you have to say that out loud, that means you don't. Also, Jackson Dart was not allowed to talk to the media. He wanted to talk to the media. They didn't let him talk to the media. They're trying to basically keep this away. And I don't understand why, if your offensive line is bad, you would put a smaller quarterback who doesn't have the mobility he once had behind it.
To spin to nowhere.
Correct.
He did a few of those spins to nowhere.
Correct. Like, it doesn't feel...
He's got the moonball. He can hit somebody downfield if he has to, and he did that once or twice where he had, like, Malik Neighbors, and he was just out in single coverage. Fuck it, I'll throw it up there. He'll catch it. But then besides that, the only thing he did that was different was he tried to throw, like, a Pat Mahomes arm angle where he threw it sideways. That was just kind of sad to watch.
Yep.
But yeah, if they have Jackson Dart out there, this game might go different. I think the Giants could be a lot better if they had Jackson Dart playing. I think most Giants fans probably agree with me. So I'm not going to overreact on the Commanders side to this one game. But I will say that Thursday night, Commanders are going to Lambeau Field in Green Bay. If we manage to win that game, I will say some extremely reckless things.
Okay.
I'm at that point in my brain right now.
Why did you say reckless shit now?
I'm not
to the NFC Championship.
I'm not going to say.
last year.
I'm not going to say it yet.
Say it now.
I've already said.
Is this an NFC Championship game preview on Thursday?
Whose line is it anyway on the DraftKings Sportsbook?
I already know.
I would say that it's
Wait,
Packers.
don't show me. Don't show me. I'm gonna.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna guess too.
Packers minus 3.5.
That's what I was gonna guess. I'll guess Packers -3. What is it?
It was
Hank is correct.
it was -3, but it moved to 3.5.
Max, are you nervous about how the Commanders looked defensive wise?
It's Giants.
Oh, okay.
It's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he's bad.
Hey Max, why don't you do me a favor? Pull up the NFC East standings.
Well, okay.
I just want to look at. I just want to look at the graphic before Thursday. Just one time.
He's pulling them up. Yeah, if you're a Giants fan,
Pretty cool.
oh, that's Commanders in first. If you're a Giants fan, this is just the same old shit, and you got to be so sick of it because, again, 3 years. There's only been 3 teams in the history of the NFL who've started a season 3 consecutive years with 6 points or less, and the other 2 were 1940s and 1920s. We're in an age of offensive football, and you are 3 consecutive years started the season like this. It's just got to be so tiresome and just like sick of this shit. And then now you have Jackson Dart standing in the wings. See what he's got.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is just not a fun, enjoyable watch whatsoever anymore.
Or my guess is probably not a fun, enjoyable teammate to catch balls from.
He's just a bummer. Like, it's a bummer to watch him play at this point. And again, he had a great career, but it's over.
Lil
it was
bro
over
ass.
last year.
Lil bro ass.
Lil bro ass.
I think Russell Wilson might be my little bro ass of the week.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. What would you guys say? What week is Jackson Dart starting for the Giants?
3?
I'm gonna say 3.
Who do they have next week?
It feels like there's a lot
No,
of.
they have Chiefs week 3. There's no way.
No.
Okay, where is it though?
I think it's at home.
I think they.
But that
Yeah, let's look at the schedule.
Let's look at their
what we're gonna
schedule. Where are the Giants going to win their first game? So they have next week. They have
At the Cowboys.
At the Cowboys. Chiefs at home.
Chargers
and
at home.
Chargers.
Saints on the road.
I could see them doing Saints maybe.
Kind of almost homecoming. He's close. That's
This
close
is
to
tough.
Mississippi.
This is a really tough schedule, by the way. Eagles, Broncos, Eagles. That's tough.
Yeah, they have the number 1 harder schedule.
Yeah. Maybe it is that Chiefs game though, because that's a Sunday Night Football game. That feels like maybe Mr. Mara might get involved and be like, "Hey, let's see what the young Bucks got."
You know what I think it
in
is?
front of the nation.
All right, if I'm doing the mental exercise, we watch a lot of football in our lives, right, Big Cat?
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of these movies before. Sunday Night Football happens. Giants get embarrassed at home by the Chiefs, use it as a get-right game. And then all the pressure in the world is on Brian Dable. And he's like, we're making the switch to Jackson Dart next week against the Chargers.
Maybe we're making the switch to Jameis, so then he still has the Jackson Dart trump card.
That would be important, yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like, I want to hold on to this just in case.
I still need one more.
Yeah, there's no good time. You can't time this.
it could be next week.
Yeah, it could be next week.
It could be next week
I
against
would
the
not be
Cowboys.
shocked if it was
Yeah.
next week. That actually would be the best time.
Yeah.
Because the Cowboys do not have a defense that scares you. So, yeah, that's when they should do it.
And he looked bad enough where you should change quarterbacks right now.
Yes. Okay. Let's do a quick ad. You got 2 ads, PFT, and then we'll get to the other 4 games in the early slate.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean they typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. I've gone to therapy. I've enjoyed it. tremendously. It's helped me out a lot in my personal, professional life. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PMT. Part of my take is also brought to you by Mountain Dew. Nothing goes better with football, watching with your friends, than Mountain Dew. Nothing goes better with heading out on the boat, going on the river, going fishing, than Mountain Dew. Nothing goes better with sports, football, NBA, NHL coming back, baseball in full swing in the summertime. Nothing goes better with watching all those sports than the refreshing citrusy kick of Mountain Dew. And the new cans are beautiful. If you haven't checked them out yet, make sure to take a look. Retro design, awesome mountains, great little sunburst on there. The Mountain Dew in the OG packaging, and it's delicious too. I drank probably 30 Mountain Dews while we were at Camp Barstool this year. Absolutely love Mountain Dew. Grab a Dew in the new packaging. Enjoy the refreshing citrusy kick of Mountain Dew.
Okay, next up, Colts 33, Dolphins 8. Ooh. Now, this is one I can feel like we can make a strong proclamation, because this was also something I thought going into this season. The Dolphins have maybe the chance of being the worst team in the NFL, and they're definitely the worst vibes in the NFL, because holy shit, did they get absolutely smashed by the Colts and Daniel Jones, who was awesome. He had 3 total touchdowns, 272 yards, and they just demolished them. They got anything they wanted the entire game. The Colts defense looks improved. We don't know what the Dolphins are offensively, maybe just an absolute mess. But the Colts took it to the Dolphins. It was never even in doubt. They made the Dolphins look like they don't even want to be there, and it looks like some guys are going to get traded or fired quickly.
On Jim Irsay Day,
I
didn't really expect anything less from the Colts.
Yep.
I did. I expected less from the Colts because what they ended up getting was almost perfection from Daniel Jones.
Every single drive.
Crazy. And we had talked about Daniel Jones hanging out with Kevin O'Connell and then becoming good at playing quarterback all of a sudden. We didn't know how true that was going to be, and who knows how long it's going to last when they go up against a team that hasn't already pre-quit on the season. But Daniel Jones is the only quarterback since 1991 to lead his team on 7 drives that all led to scores.
Not only that, PFT, Peyton Manning played 208 games with the Colts. The amount of times that he had the Colts with points on every drive, 0. Andrew Luck, 86. The amount of times he had points on every drive with the Colts, 0. Daniel Jones played 1 game with the Colts, and he has 1 game where they scored points on every single drive.
Were the Giants right to pay Daniel Jones?
Yes.
They might have been. This was a great game. Daniel Jones played awesome today. He was great with his legs. He was good passing the ball. The Dolphins do look like complete and total ass, just like big fat brown hole. It doesn't look good if you're a Dolphins fan. You're probably more bummed out than the team is. Like every Dolphins fan I know hated the team before the season started.
Yeah, no, I don't know if this was shocking. I guess you always week one, you're like, maybe it's going to be different than everything I've been reading and hearing. And I said it on Friday. I was like, if Tyreek Hill doesn't score, are they going to still talk about how Tyreek Hill is mad and wants to be traded? Well, he didn't score, and I think they're going to still talk about that. It's also never good week one to have the number $79.2 million thrown around. And if you ask what that is, that's to his dead cap number if he gets cut after this year. And that is where the Dolphins are at. 1 week into the season, he was really bad. He had two interceptions that were so bad. One he airmailed. The other he just didn't see the linebacker drop into or the defensive lineman drop into coverage. He had a fumble as well. They were just so bad. The whole thing was just a bummer to watch for the Dolphins. And I mean, the Colts deserve all the credit for taking it to them, but yeah, it feels like they are, without a doubt, the bad vibes team of the year.
Yeah, I think Mike McDaniel might be a good offensive coordinator again. I don't know if this wrecked him, though. We're reaching the point where it's like this experience might have wrecked Mike McDaniel entirely.
Their 8 points were all garbage time. That was a garbage time drive.
They
It was Zach Wilson versus Anthony Richardson for a second there.
They couldn't do anything. Their defense has been bad. Even like if you read the training camp reports where they've had to like change people's positions halfway through training camp and like form into a defense and an alignment that they were not prepared to go into the season with. Like it's just nothing has been. What was the last bit of good news that happened in Miami Dolphins? Can we think about that? Tua didn't get hurt.
Tua didn't get hurt, but I'm not gonna say it.
Alec Ingold, captain.
Is that definitely good news?
That Tua didn't get hurt?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I don't want to do.
I don't want him to get concussed,
Yeah.
but like I don't think there's probably some Dolphins fans that are like thinking the opposite.
Like, I hope you fake it.
Yeah, just fake like you're hurt so we don't have to watch you anymore.
And then you get paid millions of dollars.
He just looks like one thing Tua was able to do for a while there when he was having good seasons was like get the ball out quick, make quick reads, and he looked totally lost. And their offense looks like it's been figured out. I don't know if we tag Mike McDaniels and say, hey, been figured out, but it's just as bad could be.
Yeah, it was a bummer. It was a bummer to watch, but also cool to watch for Colts fans. And Daniel Jones looks like he's been an Indianapolis Colt his entire life.
He's perfect for it.
He fits in the uniform. The helmet looks right on him. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Duke uniform.
Yeah.
From back in the day. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else he can do with this team.
The Colts are going to be live in the AFC South because it's not like the Jags won convincingly, but it wasn't like they lit the world on fire. The Texans lost. Their offense looks like it's got some problems. The Titans, we'll get to them. Like this could be a season. The Colts could very much. Booger told us first, and it might be the truth. I also love that Jim Irsay's daughter, Carly Irsay Gordon, is wearing the headset and has a call sheet during the game and stands on the sideline.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's awesome. And she said afterwards, she's like, yeah, I have to make big time decisions. I want to know whose fault it is, which probably isn't the best for the people making the calls, being like the boss is on the line. But still, I kind of like that she's like, she's like, it's a complicated, I think she said it was a complicated organism and you don't know how everything works, and being able to have that insight is very helpful.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shane Steichen's the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of her, and I was like, that's got to be Jim Irsay's daughter.
Yes.
And it was. We are doing the Colts giveaway, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Every week. So I found out on Friday that I did get auto-renewed for it, got the tickets, gave them away to somebody that made fun of Brandon Walker gently on Friday because he's a Dolphins fan.
Okay.
So we'll figure out some sort of way to give away the next 2 tickets, but we do have those. We're going to continue to do it. But yeah, It was cool. They opened up the roof for Jim Irsay. That was nice.
Very
touch
nice
for it. So yeah, congrats to the Colts.
Yeah, congrats to the Colts. To the Dolphins. Oh boy, where does Tyreek get traded? He already was upset on the sideline. Chiefs.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand the cap, but Chiefs.
I don't either.
I think you need a lot of cap space for Tyreek.
Well, could the Dolphins keep paying him and just trade and get a pick?
Probably. I don't understand the cap.
Tyreek on the Chiefs. I don't know if I can see it.
He'd look weird in red.
Yeah. He's got to get traded, right?
Yeah.
Has to.
All right. What would be the most unfair team? The one where it's like this makes too much sense.
Ravens.
Ravens
Ooh,
would be unfair.
Yeah. Ravens would be. Bills would be nice.
Niners
would be. Ravens would be more unfair.
Yeah.
Ravens would be more unfair.
But if Tyreek goes to the Ravens, they're going to lose to the Chiefs.
Yes.
I think this iteration of the Ravens we saw tonight, that team could beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Chiefs
but somehow, if they add
what?
Chiefs are not making the playoffs.
Oh.
Okay, Hank.
All right.
I'm glad we got somebody to say it.
All right, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but I heard him say that under his breath.
No, I like it. I like it. I'm just saying.
I said it last week too.
It makes no sense at all, but you know what I'm talking about with the Ravens. Where
Yeah.
like, if they were to make a move like this, it would end in heartbreak for them.
Yeah, it would end in Tyreek Hill like dropping a big pass and losing by a field goal to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
In a game where the Chiefs had one good offensive drive all game, but they figured out a way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Hank. Raiders 20, Patriots 13.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to overreact. You guys are playing it, long season. I feel like I might have, got a little too ahead of myself, and this Patriots team is just not going to be. It's not going to be there this year.
Best team on Pardon My Take.
Probably not.
Okay.
Where would you put yourself?
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
So what happened? Did the roster change?
So wait, you're better than
The
you got to
Jets.
be.
Oh, so 4 or 5? It's really between us two, Big Cat.
Yeah,
But
we
we
have
haven't
the
seen the
Jets.
Bears yet.
We haven't
Jets,
seen
I
the
think, will
Bears
be
yet.
better than.
Okay,
And then the Bears.
because the Bucs,
I don't know.
Eagles, and Commanders are better than.
And the Jets look better today, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Did you see who was the keeper of the light today?
I did not. Who was?
Yeah, you definitely saw BFT.
Oh, yeah. I looked it up. Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huge keeper of the light today.
Hell yeah.
Also, if you go to the Keeper of the Light website, Hank's face is just like front and center.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the greatest part about the Keeper of the Light is just the book, and then everyone that fills out that book is seeing me in there. That is really like it's a bond that will bring us people together forever. Like I hope I meet Donnie Wahlberg and we can dap up and just be like
Keep it
fellow keeper.
alive. We both kept the light.
Oh
Yeah, there you are, Hank.
See? Hank Lockwood.
Right there. That's awesome.
Next to
You look
Malcolm Butler.
so awkward in this picture.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, it's tough to look cool, like ringing a bell. Although Malcolm Butler
Malcolm
looks
Butler
pretty,
looks
yeah.
so cool.
Look at,
Malcolm Butler-
look at power stance, Malcolm
That
Butler.
looks like it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs was nowhere to be found. He looks short.
Oh,
Like
I like this
he
take.
looks really short out there. I was like looking for him and like, where is he?
You physically couldn't see him?
He just looks so small. He does not look like a wide receiver one. I don't know if it's the number change. I don't know if it's the uniforms. He looked short and he was nowhere to be found. It was not a good first game for Stephon.
So who's wide receiver 1? Booty?
Booty, but it should be Diggs, but
Diggs is Booty.
yeah, Diggs is booty.
Booty.
Is wide receiver 2C.
Yeah.
Did you see the sad punt that they had?
We love Mike Vrabel.
We do. But Mike,
That one was not a great punt.
That was like a rage punt.
Mike, if you hear us talk about you in this way, you're going to want to kick our ass, but you should want to kick your own ass
Yeah.
because you're a better coach. You punted fourth. What was it? Fourth
and
10.
They got a penalty.
They were down 2 scores, 5 minutes left in the game.
At like the 50.
At
the
the
50.
50. That's you should kick your own ass, Mike.
Yeah. They got it was 4th and 5. They got a penalty pre-snap. And he's like, fuck this, I'm
It
kicking.
was a rage punt.
Yeah.
Yep.
As for the Raiders, though, this was what we were talking about. Consistency, like a level of professionalism that Pete Carroll and Geno Smith bring. This was 100% a game the Raiders would have lost last year. Mm-hmm. Like, wasn't an offensive explosion, although Geno was moving the ball. And the Raiders have a little professionalism they didn't have. Mm-hmm. And they have, like, Brock Bowers got hurt. He had like 100 yards in less than 3 quarters. And Pete Carroll now is the oldest coach to win a game in the NFL. 73 years, 357 days.
Oldest coach to coach a game in the NFL.
Coach a game, but now win a game,
and also
too.
win a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't talk about how Pete Carroll was the Patriots coach too. This is a
For
revenge
USC.
game for Pete Carroll. I think the formula for them is going to be Geno can sling it, so let him throw the ball, and then they're not going to abandon the run just because it's not working. So that's like you can go back to Pete's days with the Seahawks. They're going to try to run the football no matter what.
And it didn't work today, but Ashton Jennings had a little that touchdown run was nice, little wiggle there.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like the Steelers, where for the first time in 3-4 years, the end of Derek Carr, the Raiders have a quarterback who you can feel confident, like, hey, he's going to actually move the ball here.
Yeah,
Raiders fans should be pumped about that.
The arm looked good from Geno today.
Yeah. So Hank, when are you giving up?
Never give up. That's a keeper of the lighthouse.
But you will give up.
No, never
You
give up
gave
the
up
ship.
last year.
Don't give up the ship.
Wait, are you on a ship or are you on a thing that's supposed to keep ships away from you?
Both. Well, that's what it's like. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Pull up the schedule.
I
Let's-
don't. You're yelling at the people on the ship from the lighthouse, being like,
Don't
stay
give up the
away,
ship.
stay away. And if I try to take, don't give it up.
Pull up the schedule. Let's see when Hank's going to give up. All right, you're going to beat the Dolphins.
We're gonna beat the Dolphins.
If you lose the Dolphins, though, you will give up.
No, I will never give up. I've never given
Yes,
up on this
that's a
team
give up
in my
game.
life, and I never will.
Okay, so let's say you beat the Dolphins.
We have to be.
If you beat,
I mean,
the
these are
Panthers,
winnable games. Panthers, we
There's
can
a
win.
lot of winnable games. Hank.
Bills defense is horrible. Saints, we can win. Titans, we can win. Browns, we can win. Falcons, we can win.
Yeah.
Bucs, we could win.
Mm-hmm.
Jets, we could win. Bengals, we could win. Giants, we could win. Bills, we already won. We could win again. Ravens will be tough. Jets win. Dolphins win. All right, so yeah.
You might be a playoff team.
Playoff team. Hank,
Next week is a give-up game.
No.
Because if you lose to the Dolphins, you're going to give up.
I will never give up.
That's not true at all.
One thing about me.
If you lose to the
no matter
Dolphins,
what
you're
happens,
going to give up.
I'm riding this season out.
Hank, when's the Ryder Cup?
I'm so excited for this cut that we're gonna do right now for like 3 weeks from now.
When is the Ryder Cup? When does that start?
If you lose to the Dolphins, you're going to give up. Just be honest.
No, never. I'll never give up on this team. Ryder Cup's like the last week of September. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
so
the
if you
24th, 25th.
So if you lose to the Dolphins, you're completely focused on golf
No,
that next weekend.
I'm not.
I have a question.
I'm focused
for you.
on this team. It's football season. Football's back.
As a football guy, Hank,
Yes.
a guy that watches
Football.
The roster,
I'm a football guy.
You're a football holic.
Wait, guys, you're a football guys guy.
You guys are
That's
football
guy.
You guys aren't football guys. You're football guys.
No, we're
Yeah.
football guys.
And I'm a football guys guy.
That's
Okay.
true.
You're our guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a football guys guy, is Drake May the guy?
Yes. Absolutely. And he looked good. He had
Okay.
some good throws.
Still the guy.
Absolutely. He needs a wide receiver one.
Stephon Diggs.
Grow.
Too small. Too small.
It's Baby Diggs.
Too short. Too short.
I mean, Booty played like a wide receiver one today.
Yeah. Booty
Hunter
played.
Henry was there.
Kind of.
I just saw that one time he made a catch. And then they went right back to him, and then he didn't make it.
But again, 2 new coaches. I'm sure
Yeah,
McDaniels has a lot of complicated, systems and stuff. They're gonna have to learn throughout the season. I think I'm not like the McDaniels Drake May thing. I'm very excited for. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time, but that I have full faith and confidence. in
That's
those
a
two.
reasonable thing.
Yeah.
So it just really, you did like the thing I did last year, where in the summer you're like, yeah, it's on, and now it might not be.
Yet,
Right.
but we're not giving up.
One thing I'm rooting for
Ever.
Hank, I am going to be rooting for Drake May because I think the funniest thing to happen would be for Josh McDaniels to get more hype as a head coach again, and then for him to get another head coaching job this
Yeah. Fail
summer.
again.
I think as NFL fans, we should be rooting for that.
Dolphins 30, Patriots 3.
We got to recoup and get back to it.
Okay.
Hank loves the process.
Yeah.
Whose line is it anyway for that one?
That
Patriots.
That's
have to
at the
be
Dolphins?
Patriots.
I think it's
no.
Dolphins.
I think it's Dolphins.
Dolphins
3.
minus. Oh, you
Patriots minus
No.
2.
Oh. Dolphins minus 1.5.
On the DraftKings Sportsbook, it is Dolphins minus 1.5.
There we go.
Hungry dog. Patriots.
How the Hungry Dog do today?
Good question.
We over as a parlay, it didn't win.
That was you. You became a we.
Individually, none of the bets won either.
As a complex parlay, it fell short.
Hank, did you pick the Giants because it would make me the angriest?
No, there. I had to pick. We talked about it. We talked about there's always a week one. This makes no sense game.
Uh-huh.
High favorite. There wasn't a lot of high favorites, and the Commanders were one of them. They had the whole offseason drama with Terry like that. I was thinking my process was like the Dable's coaching for his job. Russie, obviously that was just dead wrong.
Yeah.
And Washington's going to be a little bit like off kilter, out of sorts.
As long as you had good process.
How did the I'm Sarlay go?
The I am Sarlay also went over 3. Oh no, over 2, and we have the Bears tomorrow.
Okay. So we got to get a first win.
But you picked the Falcons on that.
I did pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Burn those Saints uniforms. Let's just start there. Those are the worst uniforms I think I've ever seen. I don't know who asked for them, who wanted them. They look like a fake team. They look like the NFL folded in New Orleans and then they brought them back as like a USFL team or something.
Yeah, it looked kind of like Jaguars adjacent with the mustard color. Not great. The black helmets. That's a Thursday night uniform. It's a perfect Thursday night uniform.
It's gross no matter what.
You bury it sometime in mid-October. That's color rush. We get over it. Yeah, it's puke beige.
The Saints have great uniforms.
They do. But maybe they're like, the Saints team shouldn't wear the Saints uniforms.
Well, they almost won this game. They were in this game. Spencer Rattler, let's just start there. Spencer Rattler, I'm going to say, listen, Kellen Moore is a football lifer, is a very good college football player, has a great career in the NFL as a coordinator, all these things. I feel like Spencer Rattler throwing the ball 46 times that can't be the plan.
Yeah, you could look at that score on the Bucs score and just be like, that's not a winning game plan.
That's too many Rattlers.
That means that you were probably losing 17-10 at halftime, and then you said, we're just going to fuck it and air it out for the second half. It wasn't pretty. They did almost win, though. It should be said, like, it wasn't a spanking.
Buda Baker made an unbelievable play at the end to knock the ball out and seal the win for the Cardinals. Spencer Rattler, I don't think is the guy. I don't think that's crazy to say. I do think he should change his name, though. I was thinking about it more. He's got one of the coolest last names ever, and he's got one of the dorkiest first names ever. Imagine if he was Johnny Rattler. What if he was Bo Rattler? Yeah. Bo Rattler would be a quarterback I would be like, yeah, throw it 46 times.
Bo Rattler, yep. Or
Ronnie
Rattler. His middle name's Mike. I think it's even better. Like, it's better than Spencer. It's not great, but it's not perfect. But Mike Rattler would work.
Mike Rattler.
Yeah, Michael Rattler.
What about Tim?
Tim Rattler.
Tim Rattler.
Yeah.
Tim Rattler is a good name too.
Joe Rattler.
Oh, Joey Rats.
I don't think you do Joey. I think you do Joe Rattler.
Yeah, but I call him Joey Rats.
Yeah, you do call him that.
That's what I would if it was. Now it's Spencer is
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work with it. Rattler is a badass name. Spencer is like, okay, you're a good center for a decent amount of your career in the NBA.
Right.
But yeah,
and an awesome AWL and great friend.
Yeah, and
your house is sick in Washington and Seattle.
Yes, and we love you.
Right.
Kyler. Let's talk about Kyler a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about Kyler.
He had a sick underhanded pass for a touchdown today.
The
underhanded spiral shovel pass, hardly ever seen. That thing was like kissing the tops of the turf because he's, as I am, vertically challenged guy. Mm-hmm. So when you throw underhanded, it's really a riser. It's coming from like ankle level. He had a great pregame outfit. Everybody was saying it. Big baggy Jinko jean shorts are back in. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows it. And I thought he looked serviceable today because he remembered who Marvin Harrison Jr. was. Yeah. And Marvin Harrison Jr. looked really, really good, which is, if you're a Cardinals fan, you want to see the thought crept into your brain last season, like, is Marvin Harrison Jr. somehow just going to be not a good football player? Yeah. And no, he is. He's very good. You got to get him the ball.
Yeah. Kyler was efficient. Like, the offense stalled in the second half, but he was efficient. He played winning football. And that's kind of what you want to get him back to. And he had a couple of moments where it's like that dude is the only dude maybe outside of Lamar Jackson who can get out of that. Mm-hmm. Like those type of scrambles. The other big thing for the Cardinals, I think, is their defense looked good, and they invested in their defense. And Will Johnson, remember the cornerback from Michigan who fell in the draft to the second round because people were like, oh, he's got degenerative knee. He missed time last year I think he only played 6 games last year with a toe injury. That guy can play, and he also delivered one of the hardest hits. I don't know if you could pull up the Will Johnson.
I did. I got it right here.
The Spencer Rattler is a hospital pass guy. Mm-hmm. He put his receivers into some really bad spots.
You can't do that with Chris Olave either.
No.
Chris Olave, what was the stat that I saw? It's like he's had something bad happen to him week 1 of many seasons. He got banged up a few times today. You can't put Chris Olave in harm's way.
No, but he threw a ball. Yeah, Will Johnson absolutely demolished. I don't know who he demolished. It might have been Kamara. I can't remember, but it was that guy's a dude, and they got him in the second round. And the Cardinals, that was a good win for the Cardinals. Yeah,
that was Olave.
Oh, that was Olave.
Yeah, you can't do that to him.
Oh, Will Johnson just fucking unloaded on him.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and those uniforms are terrible. But yeah, the Cardinals. Efficient Kyler. Defense looks like it's improved. And you won week 1.
Also,
winning week 1 is all that matters.
Anytime I see a big hit like that in the Superdome, I just think Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
I think Reggie Bush. And who was that on the Birds, Max?
Sheldon Brown.
Yeah, that was great hit.
Also, we should say Kyler did play with a tummy ache.
Yep, that's true.
He had a tummy ache before the game, so pretty good game with the tummy ache.
This
Bills-Ravens game is nuts.
He went to go see the trainer before the game because he was shitting. And apparently you have to be put on the injury report if you talk to a trainer about anything before the game. So he was like, hey, I got the shits. Do you have anything to stop me up? They gave him something. They're like, hey, Kyler, we have to say that you've got the shits now, and the world has to know.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer for him wearing those long shorts. You don't know what's leaking out. But it was, he looked fine today.
Yeah. Also, shout out Cam Jordan. He had 1.5 sacks today, 123 sacks in his career, and he now is 20th all time.
Very cool.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's and pretty much everyone on that list is a Hall of Famer. So that's a lot of sacks. All right, last game of the early slate, which finished halfway through the afternoon slate because it was a lightning delay. Jaguars 26, Panthers 10. The Bryce Young momentum has stalled again.
Yeah, all the card-carrying members of Bryce's might want to head for the hills for just a little bit. At least they should maybe start Andy Dalton for a week and then bring Bryce back. That's when he plays well.
Yeah, that was bad. He did not look good. It did not feel like the momentum the Bills are about to – holy shit. This game is insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Bryce Young did not look good, did not look like he has you were hoping – what are you saying, Max? Talk out loud. We're doing a podcast. Say something out loud.
We have a
Oh, my God.
Me, Hank, and Memes have
Oh, my God.
Josh Allen 2+ touchdowns, Derrick Henry 2+ touchdowns.
Okay,
and
so you need Josh Allen to score here.
to get, but yeah,
What is it?
Right.
What's the hit?
It's 18-1.
Wow. What? You okay?
This TV's ahead, Max.
This TV's ahead. So he didn't get in.
Yet.
All right, well, we'll call the game.
Sorry.
No. This is, listen, the Jaguars-Panthers wasn't that exciting.
Oh, no. Just
It
run
looks like they're going to run. It looks like they're going to run it with Cook. It looks like they're
Do
going
the
to run it with
naked boot.
Yeah. And that's a Cook run.
Cook, stop,
Touchdown.
maybe?
Touchdown.
Stop.
Oh, stop.
This is where you.
we
tush
got to
push
do it.
it.
You got to do it.
Tush push it.
Line.
Come
This
on.
is crazy that the Bills could potentially tie this game up.
I don't know how how did this happen?
Derrick Henry fumble, I believe.
Tush push.
It's gone back and forth a million times. It feels like the Ravens
You
had
have
the,
to run this with Josh Allen.
It feels like the Ravens
have
had
to.
the dagger touchdown like 4 times.
Yeah.
And none of them have stuck.
All right, 2-minute warning. Let's talk Jags.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you think about the Jags game?
Um.
No, I was asking Hank.
Okay.
I honestly didn't watch a second of it after the
That's why I was
lightning
asking
delay.
Hank. That's why I was asking.
Panthers were in the hungry dog. By the time the lightning delay happened, that game was over, and I didn't pay attention.
I've got a stat from
Okay.
Uncle Chaps. So Trevor Lawrence completed his 1,300th career pass today. It was his 61st game. He joins Blake Bortles as the fastest players in franchise history to complete 1,300 passes. Both did it in Game 61.
Wow.
So how about that? He's in the company of greatness. And that season that Blake did it, they went to the AFC Championship game.
That's pretty cool. Also, Liam Cohen is only the second Jags head coach to have an over 500 record
That's pretty impressive.
in
You
their
gotta
franchise
sneak it.
history.
All right, here we go.
That's-
Josh Allen. They're on the 0-inch line.
Come on, Hank.
He's doing it.
Got it.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
a touchdown.
There you go. Good job,
Wow.
boys.
Wow.
Big
Good
hit.
job.
Wow.
Wow.
What a way
What
to
a
end
hit.
Sunday. Holy fuck.
Now they go for 2.
Good job, boys. And now they go for 2.
I go for 2 here.
I'm gonna say 2.
Yep.
Yeah, the lightning delay kind of ruined the vibes on this game.
We've had a lot of lightning recently.
Yep.
What's going on with that?
Uh,
Makes you think.
big notes. I had Travis Hunter as a wide receiver. He had 6 snaps on defense, 39 snaps on offense. Trevor Lawrence feels like he's got to get on the same page as Brian Thomas because that was a little weird. They didn't really. And Brian Thomas is really good.
Bad practicer, though.
Bad practicer.
Pete told us that.
And
And
they
2-point
didn't-
conversion, no good.
Did they throw a flag? No.
No flag.
This was like a playoff game. What a game. And it's still not over because the Bills have all 3 timeouts.
The Jags had 200 yards rushing. They averaged 6.3 yards per carry. That was really the story of this game.
Etienne had that big, 70-yard rush. He
Yep.
looks like he's the feature back because I know there was a back and forth of Tank
Tank.
or Etienne. It looks like Etienne is the guy. And yeah, Liam Cohen 1-0.
And Jordan Lewis had a interception and a fumble recovered and 3 passes defensed.
Yeah,
Did you say defended or defensed?
defensed.
Defensed.
Yeah.
Is that the only time you use that word ever in English?
Defense.
Would you ever say, like, the Marines defensed their held territory?
You could.
The Marines defensed the Persian Gulf.
I'm not good at the English language.
I might start saying it. I might start saying defensed more often.
There's a lot of shit I don't know and know how to say and write. Oh, I take notes for these shows on Mondays. I don't think I've written since Super Bowl because my hand, you know when you write for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
My hand like couldn't write. I was screwing up all the letters and everything was jumbled together. I got to relearn how to write.
That's a football guy. You only write in football season.
It's a pathetic feeling to be like you have to teach yourself how to write again because it was so bad.
If you guys had to write in cursive right now, could you?
I thought I could, and I tried, and it wasn't even close. I don't know if you guys have tried.
I haven't tried in years.
I tried, and it basically was I was just connecting all of the letters but writing them like you write letters.
I never could, so.
You
You
never
never learned?
I learned.
You failed.
You learned, but you couldn't do it.
You failed.
I think I learned they like kind of let me get, what was it, 3rd grade? Like, and I never really used it after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
can write my name in cursive.
I think
you
I
sign?
could.
Can write my,
No, I
can
guarantee
do my
you
curses
can't.
in cursive.
The uppercases are impossible.
I guarantee you can't.
I can write Abdul Carter's signature in cursive.
Yeah.
Ask me to write something.
Write your name. Actually, that should be easy.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
signature.
How do you write an X in, like an uppercase X in cursive?
Uppercase doesn't count. I said that.
Write Bills versus Ravens. There's no way you can do this.
This is true, PFT. I can pay you back now.
For what?
Oh.
The Sarlay.
Oh, so you don't even need to. Oh, for the Sarlay.
I kind of want the Starlay to keep.
I know everyone's. I tweeted it, and everyone's like, that's going straight to PFT.
V is tough.
V is very tough. That's the thing is there's a bunch of you can write a couple letters.
You know what letter's fucked up in cursive? Uppercase Q.
Wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Wouldn't even know where to start.
Memes doesn't know. That's
I think I got everything but the V, I think.
People are going to look at the timestamps and be like, man, they talked a lot about the Jags and Panthers. They got a lot to say. I'm happy for Jags fans.
Yeah.
That's a new coach. Start the offense looked better. Start the season with some good vibes. The defense looked better.
If you can get the offense going in the running game, then things should be very easy for Trevor.
Correct. And your defense looked good. And I don't know if that's Bryce Young. Bryce Young had like not only his interceptions, but that 4th and 1 where he threw the ball into the stands. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Again, like he plays really well after he gets benched.
Yeah.
You might need to do that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens here if the Ravens can hold on. Next up, you know what? Let me do a couple ads and then we can talk. We could even sneak in the Ravens Bills if we get a conclusion here. Before we get to the afternoon games and also the Ravens Bills game, I want to talk to you guys about Game Time. The NFL is back. Tailgates, pack stands that buzz before kickoff, but getting in, nightmare. Queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. Hey, can you find me tickets for Bears-Vikings?
Surely.
The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. The hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. We're looking at Bears-Vikings Monday Night Football.
$237.
Okay, get in, get loud, do it with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Go check out Game Time. Best place to get your tickets. We're also brought to you by our friends at Proper 12. PFT, you actually have to do this read. Proper 12, because you love Proper 12.
I love Proper 12. I always make an Irish entrance on Proper 12. You might have seen the commercial. Pretty cool commercial. We're in the Irish bar. Shout out Declan's here in Chicago. We're drinking some Proper number 12 Irish whiskey. How do you make an Irish entrance, you might ask? It starts with a shot of Proper number 12 Irish whiskey because real friends don't let friends Irish exit a party without a story to tell.
Original proper number 12 is a rich and smooth blend of golden grain and single malt aged 4 years in bourbon barrels. Mix it up with some ginger ale, get a classic, refreshing proper ginger. If you're in the mood for something smooth but a little sweeter, try Proper Irish Apple. It's a delicious blend of Proper's award-winning Irish whiskey with crisp, fresh notes of apple. So get out there, make your Irish entrance. Anything else just wouldn't be proper. Make your Irish entrance with proper number 12 Irish whiskey.
Okay. Bills Ravens is an incredible game. Let's talk about this game, and then we can, because that way we can discuss what we've seen, and then also recap when we see what's going to happen. The Bills have the ball with a minute and 26 left on their own 20. It's gone back and forth. It feels like a million times. Derrick Henry is ageless. Derrick Henry has 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran all over the Bills defense, but Josh Allen also had something to say for it because he's been awesome, and it's just been back and forth incredible football. We deserve Sunday Night Football like this. Both these teams are so good, although both their defenses have not had the best nights.
Yeah, I mean, especially the Bills' run defense had a bad night.
Yeah.
No two ways about it. Like, nobody was touching Henry when he was hitting the hole, and if that happens, then you're completely fucked because that means that Derrick Henry's been running for 20 yards by the time he gets to your secondary, and you're not going to tackle him.
Yeah.
You're gonna look foolish.
Yeah, but the Bills can still win this game, which is pretty crazy with Derrick Henry running all over him the way he has. It does feel like that's something that, because remember, this happened last year where they played Sunday Night Football and Derrick Henry ran all over him. Remember that game?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Like they kicked the shit out of him,
Yeah,
right?
they kicked the shit out of him. Like, just destroyed him. But Derrick Henry did fumble, and that's been the difference in this game because the game was essentially over in the fact that the Ravens could run out the clock. They were up.
Well, that and also at the very end of the first half, the Bills getting 1 second added back to the clock as the Ravens were running to the locker room.
What a throw by Josh Allen.
Great throw. Turns out his foot did hit out of bounds with 1 second left. I appreciate what John Harbaugh tried to do, which was just get your team into the locker room.
Yep.
Be like, they can't call us out if we're all in the locker room, but they got stopped halfway there.
All right. Also, Lamar Jackson been running all over the place as well and been very efficient as a passer. Just high-level football, which is after a day where we just didn't see high-level football for the majority of the day.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do another game while we wait for the end of this
Let's do
game? Speaking of not high-level football, Rams 14, Texans 9.
Defensive football.
This is offense is not caught up yet.
This is DeMeco Ryans. This is what he does because he was the defensive coordinator for the Niners for a long time, and so when they would play against the Rams, he would always shut down McVay. So he was 4-0 against the Rams as a D coordinator. They averaged 14 points a game in his time in San Francisco. So this is kind of by the book, exactly what they've done, but they just couldn't do anything on offense.
Oh man, the Bills are going to win. The Rams, the Texans defense is very, very good. The problem is the Texans offense, it looked like they were stuck in mud.
They don't really have a running back.
They don't have a running back. They don't get the ball to Nico Collins. They don't really have a great offensive line. They changed a bunch of stuff going into the year. It should have been different. Obviously tough test because the Rams are very good, but still it looked painful for the Texans to move the ball effectively.
And the Texans, I mean, it's not like Nick Chubb played poorly today, but I don't think that they want him to be their bell cow running back for the entire season.
No, I would agree. And he was the bell cow. The Rams had 41% pressure rate, which you can't. That's C.J. Stroud didn't look good, but that's a very tall task to. I mean, the Bills. Oh my God, they should have let him score.
Bills might win this game.
They should have let him score.
Yeah.
He absolutely should have let him score there.
Yep.
I'm right? Yep. That was very stupid to trip him up there.
You know what's crazy is if the Bills win this game somehow, LeBron's parlay hits.
Wow. For
all of us Bron sexuals.
The Bron lay?
I went hard on the Bron lay today.
Good for him.
Good for Bron.
So the Rams offense was not great, although I think the big thing was that Matthew Stafford looked like healthy. Puka Nacua, what's going to happen with Devontae Adams there? Puka Nacua is still going to be incredible. He had 10 catches on 11 targets for 130 yards. And
I thought Devontae looked good too.
Yeah, he did. But I'm just saying, you're like, oh, is he going to get into Puka's targets and his share? No, that was not a problem at all. And then Matthew Stafford also reached 60,000 yards. He is now 10th all-time in yards. This just goes more to his Hall of Fame case. if he has 3,600 yards this year, he's going to end the season 6th all time. So he's the second fastest to get to 60,000 yards, Breeze being number 1. He's pretty fucking good. And he is, I mean, as long as he stays healthy, the Rams are going to be a really good team.
Yeah, I didn't know this rule, but in the NFL, if you're bleeding from your head,
Yeah.
you have to get evaluated for a concussion. So Puka Nacua got taken out of the game because he was bleeding from his eyeball. It
Yep.
looked like, remember like when Biden was doing that debate?
Yep.
And it looked like his eye was exploding and
Yep.
just leaking? Puka Nacua got poked in the eye or something happened. They held a towel up there, and then you have to get evaluated for a concussion. Did not know that rule, but if it's a good way to knock a quarterback out for a little bit, just like scratch him
Yeah.
a tiny bit, be like, you have to go to the tent now.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to play. But Puka Nacua looked awesome when he was on the field today.
Yeah, he did. And the Rams are 1-0, and the Texans have a lot of questions about their offense.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to win some ugly games.
Their strategy of getting rid of their offensive line that wasn't that good last year and replacing them with new guys that weren't on the bad offensive line might not be the best.
We'll see. Too early to tell.
It's too early.
Too early to tell.
Based on a one game, and yeah, the Rams have a pretty good defense, but I think that might not have been the best case.
Yeah, too early to tell, but still doesn't it just and they got a new offensive coordinator. Obviously, C.J. Stroud took a step back in his second year. You're hoping that it's back to what he was his first year. It's it did not look good. One game in offensively for the Texans. I can't believe the Bills. This is actually a playoff loss for the Ravens. This is how they lose playoff games.
No, this is a playoff game essentially.
Yeah, but this is how Ravens have lost playoff games. I guess Bills have lost playoff games this way as well. But yeah, this is a crazy. I thought for sure the Ravens were going to win. They were up. It felt like they were up 14 or 15 for the entire second half, and then Josh Allen went on one drive, and then Derrick Henry fumbled, and then boom.
I mean, the Bills still have to kick a field goal though.
They do. They do.
Matt
They
Prater.
absolutely do. Matt Prater out there.
Prater
And
salad.
I guess there is still 33 seconds left, but no, they're
going to run a play and then
Yeah.
get the
It's
field
crazy that Harbaugh punted there.
I agree, especially because he's like the no punt guy, and you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Why would you punt? You had a 4th and 2. I agree because why wouldn't you go for it? And then if you don't get it, you'll most likely get the ball back because
Josh Allen's been moving the ball at will like this whole quarter.
Yeah.
Why would you? And Lamar's been awesome. Why wouldn't you trust Lamar to win the game?
4th and 2 at the Baltimore 39. Just win the game right there. Just run the ball, win the game. Instead, look at the last 2 drives for the Bills have been perfect, and they've moved the ball down the field in like lightning fast. The field goal is good. Game over. Bills.
Wow.
Wow.
almost blown.
Also,
What a game.
Scoregami.
Is it?
Origami.
Or Jake Marsh, yeah.
Let's go.
Was
Week
he,
1.
Was he updating you as it went along?
He just tweeted, I saw his tweet, it was just 4140 with a bunch of eyeball emojis,
Wow.
which I'm assuming can only mean Agami.
Yep, that's a Gami.
That's a devastating loss to the Ravens. I know it's just week 1.
Do you think that the Ravens will be like they'll have a little bit of solace taken from it, knowing that it was a scoregami that they lost?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Someone's got to tell them in the locker room when they get in. Be like, hey, guys, listen. Game ball goes to Scoregami. Because that was sick that there was a Scoregami.
Yeah.
Okay, next up.
Roshan Moreno's gonna be like, that's very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Max, I'm looking at your – that doesn't look good. The cursive that you tried to do?
It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, but it's not cursive. You're just connecting stuff.
Memes, I'm sorry for the loss.
Some of it's cursive.
It's okay.
Memes, what'd you have?
No, we're just going to be in first place.
Oh, yeah.
And congratulations to LeBron.
Harbaugh really should have gone for it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. That was very stupid. Like you're built to get 4th and 2s. And even if you don't get it, you're going to most likely, like the Bills are going to, you'll probably get the ball back a little bit with a little bit of time. It's crazy. Good for Josh. All right, Packers 27, Lions 13. The Packers are very good. But I was also the first to say it. Credit to me.
Packers looked awesome today. Packers looked awesome. And Big Cat, I was watching this game in here with Max, and it was the start of the 4th quarter. And I said, this is good for the Bears.
Because of Ben Johnson.
Because the offense didn't look as good without Ben Johnson meaning that you guys have whatever made that offense look good last year.
Yeah, well, Ben Johnson as offensive coordinator for the Lions was 5-1 against the Packers. The Lions without Ben Johnson 0-1 against the Packers.
It's a pretty good sample size.
Yeah, I was there was a couple things I was not shocked at. Jordan Love had it felt like a ton of time, especially at the beginning of the game. He hit his first 8 passes, completions went to 8 different guys. He ended up hitting 10 different guys, so they were spreading the ball everywhere. Micah Parsons had a sack at the end of the game. The Lions' offense looked so bad. They were just 246 total yards. Everything felt like it was rushed. Everything was short. It's early. They got new offensive and defensive coordinators. I was more I thought the Lions' pass rush would be back a little bit with Aiden Hutchinson, and it didn't feel like it was all the way there.
For me, it was about the pressure that they were getting on Jared Goff.
That too. Well,
Because
Frank Ragnow got retired. Yeah.
He looked super uncomfortable because he had dudes coming in his face all day.
Yeah, he did. A lot of dudes coming in his face. A lot of dudes.
And also, I don't know. I watched the whole game. I heard the announcers talking about how great Micah Parsons looked, how disruptive he was. Was he really that disruptive, or were they just talking about Micah Parsons because he's the big storyline in the NFL and he played a pretty okay game?
I think he had 3 or 4 pressures. He didn't get a sack till there was about 4 minutes left, but he was making his presence felt.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those things that a supreme edge rusher doesn't have to get sacks always to have have his impact on the game, because other guys he's getting double teamed, other guys are not, and speeding up Jared Goff and speeding up that Lions offense. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't have a great game. The Packers are a problem. They're very, very good, but again, I'm not surprised because I told you they're going to win the Super Bowl, almost guaranteed.
It's crazy to watch a Packers team that has this many offensive weapons, guys that would be very good players on every other team.
Right.
And Jordan Love, it's kind of funny that they didn't do that ever for Aaron Rodgers. And now they're like, yeah, we're going to invest in Jordan Love and we're going to make him the best he can. And he looked really, really good today.
Yeah, he did. Big week, big Thursday for you.
I don't want to say what I'm going to say if we happen to beat the Packers.
I don't know why you can't.
If we beat the Packers, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
You went to the NFC Championship game last
if we beat if we beat the Packers, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
You're a good team.
If we lose to the Packers, I'll reevaluate, recalibrate. But if we beat the Packers, I'm balls deep in this season.
You're already balls deep in this season.
Yeah, but I'm going to be hitting the back.
But I feel like you're playing the game you played last year, where it was kind of this came out of nowhere. You already went to the NFC Championship game. You're already a good team.
I wasn't playing a game last year.
No, I'm
we
saying
weren't a very good team last year.
No, I understood it, but last year it came out of nowhere, so it made sense to be I feel like we could do this, but I don't know. But you did it last year. You're there.
If we lose to the Packers, I'm going to say this is the season before the season. If we beat the Packers, I'm thinking Soupy.
You're already thinking Soupy. Can I get a backup here? You know he's thinking Soupy.
I'm not. Right? I've said I think that if you look
By you talking about this right now, you are thinking Soupy.
Yeah.
No,
this scenario that you are now saying is Soupy.
If you lose a game like this Sunday Night Football game, you're still going to be thinking Soupy.
Yeah, but I also am saying you should
win or lose. If it's close, you're thinking Soupy.
I'm not saying it's crazy for you to think Soupy. You should be thinking Soupy.
He is thinking Snoopy. Snoopy.
Listen, Max, you know me. At the end of the day, I'm a football analyst. Okay? I take into account everything about the team. We don't have a Super Bowl roster right now. We just don't.
What does that mean?
It means that we're not good enough to win the Super Bowl right now.
But you're going to have the same roster right now that you have on Friday.
Battle tested, though.
But you were battle tested last year.
This makes no sense. What you're saying.
You last year you went to the
Soupy.
NFC Championship game.
My expectations are that we're a better team this year, but we don't have 12 wins like we did last year. I'm thinking 10, 11 wins. That's my prediction for the Commanders this year.
You just got to get in the dance,
man.
if
you're a better team, you'll go to the Super Bowl.
But if we win against the Packers, I'm thinking Soupy.
You what mean?
By making this scenario, you are thinking Soupy.
No, I'm pre-Soupy.
But you're already allowing Soupy.
Which is fair.
Yes, that's fine. You went to the NFC Championship game. You got your ass kicked, and you went to the NFC Championship game last year.
Wait. How are you guys going to tell me what I feel if you give me, truthfully, I don't.
You're listening to what you're saying.
I am.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I watch the Commanders play football. I don't think that they're the best team in the NFL. That's not a crazy thing to say.
No, but I think.
But if we beat a team like the Packers, then I'm like, maybe we are the best team in the NFL. That's not nothing about this is crazy.
I think you're thinking soupy before the season, which you should be because you went to the NFC Championship game and you got better.
And you're also thinking about beating the Packers. Like, you're thinking about beating the Packers, which would make you think about the soupy, which is making you think about the soupy.
Hank's right. You guys gaslight people all the time.
No.
I'm saying
exist.
you should let yourself think soupy, which I think you already are because you went to the NFC Championship game and you're a really good team and you got better.
We went to the NFC Championship game last year. I don't think we were a really, really good team last year.
Right, but you got better and you went to the NFC Championship game and Jaden Daniels is the guy, so why wouldn't you think soupy?
Because I think there's some holes.
Okay. I think it's totally fair, though, for you to just be like, hey, I think they're a team that could go to the Super Bowl.
If we beat the Packers, win the Super Bowl. If we beat the Packers, anything less than a Super Bowl championship this year will be a massive, crushing disappointment to me.
Okay.
How about that?
No, I don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Super Bowl expectations.
Super Bowl or bust.
But that's different than saying thinking soupy, because thinking soupy is just like the possibility of a soupy.
I've considered the soupy.
Right.
Yes.
Which you should.
But if they beat the Packers, you're expecting.
Yes.
I've thought I've closed my eyes and be like, I can picture it now. The soupy would be sick.
Which is not a crazy thought to have for the Commanders because they're a good team.
But then if we win this game, then I'm like, we got to win the soupy.
You have to win the
Got to
Super
win the soupy.
Yeah.
Must soup.
Before you pay Jaden.
It's a must soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the Packers are really, really good.
They are.
They are. I don't see a hole. Their defense is so much better than it was 2 years ago. Like the turnaround they've had has been pretty incredible. And yeah, Jordan Love, I mean, I guess we'll see how good this Lions defense was, but he looked awesome today.
He did. He was spreading the ball everywhere. He's taking those deep shots. And I don't know. I'm not going to write off the Lions fully, but I do think it's going to take some time for them to kind of right it here because they just didn't look anything like the offense that we've gotten to know for the last 2 years.
And Romeo Doubs, when he's wearing the Guardian hat, I know he's had some concussions, so that's why he wears it. But when he's like burning your guys deep and he's wearing the giant Guardian cap, it looks very emasculating.
It does.
Against your own defensive player because it's like this wee character just torched us down the center of the field.
Yeah. All right. Finishing up, Broncos 20, Titans 12. The Titans were in this game. The Broncos wanted to give this game away. They had 4 turnovers. It felt like the Broncos, like Bo Nix, did not look great. Cam Ward, if you look at his stats, you'd think he sucked. If you watch the game, you'd be like, there's something there because his receivers were dropping balls. His coach, the coaching was confusing at times. The offensive line was getting absolutely smashed by the Broncos defense, and he looked like calm in the pocket. So if you're Titans fan, I'd be pumped that Cam Ward looks like through one game, the eye test, it's there. I don't know what the Titans were doing at the end of the first half. That was one of the most confusing things. Did you see that sequence?
Yeah, I did.
So for you who didn't see it, the Titans had the ball. They were up. They're in this game. They're winning this game. They're up 6-3. They're playing tough. Their defense is kind of got Bo Nix figured out, and they had the ball. I think it was 1st and 10 on like the 7-yard line, their own 7-yard line with 45-ish seconds left, and they went pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then they punted it, and then the Broncos scored a touchdown. Now, the Titans then got a awesome kick return and ended up getting a field goal. But still, you played like you're an 8.5-point underdog. You're in the shadow of your own end zone. Get out of the half. I don't know what you're doing. And then they had a situation, too, where Cam Ward took a couple sacks, got out of field goal range. This was I think if you're a Titans fan, it's like this was a game that you didn't expect to win. But then when you got in the game, it was very winnable, and you just couldn't make the big play.
Yeah, it looked like you were going to pull off the upset for a little bit.
Yeah.
It did. And it goes to penalties more than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
So the Titans had 133 yards of offense, I believe. Yeah, 133 yards of offense. They had 131 yards of penalties today. You're not going to win any games.
No.
That's not going to happen. But, yeah, I saw enough out of Cam Ward where I was like, I can see it. I can see what they're going for. He also had maybe the coolest pass of the day where he just threw the ball like 40 rows up into the stands.
Yeah.
Well, Memes, I know that you clipped that. What was the reason for that pass? Was that just like was that false start or was that offsides? He just chucked it up to the upper deck.
It was just blown dead.
Blown dead.
He's blown dead.
It was a sick throw they'd had.
His
But
dad freaking out in the stands was funny too.
yeah, he was every Titans fan watching those play calls.
Yeah, because they were in this game. They should have this was the game that the surprising game because the Broncos offense did not look good. Bo Nix did not look good, and you had the game and you just blew it on penalties and bad clock management and wide receivers dropping the ball. What do you think about where's everyone at their Bo Nix believing?
I'm still a believer. I'm a believer.
Not that he's on trial here, but this is a big year because I think Sean Payton kind of promised some new things, and we're gonna bring out some new things in the Broncos offense is gonna take us another step forward.
Yeah,
only one game. Titans defense was lively.
I think I'm still a believer, 100%, but he needs to be allowed to run more.
Yeah,
like once Bo starts getting like a little frisky with it, and he starts taking liberties with running the ball, when maybe Sean Payton is like, hey, I want you to stay in the pocket and be Drew Brees. But once Bo Nix is not Drew Brees.
No.
He's got like a little bit of shit to him.
Yeah.
So let Bo run a little bit. Let him get
athleticism.
Let him get physical and keep the defense on their toes, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, last up.
RJ Harvey's he's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I think he's a very, very good running back.
The J.K. Dobbins, RJ Harvey backfield tandem is good. And that was kind of what was promised, was like this is going to be a good running game. And so I like the Broncos had a lot of hype coming into the season, and then they played a game against what a lot of people think might be one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they were in a dogfight, which speaks more to the NFL in general because there's always these games. Who do they play next? Oh, they have the Colts. At the Colts, Danny Dimes.
Who's line?
Colts.
DraftKings Sportsbook, I'm going to say
Colts -1.
Broncos -2.
Colts -1.
It's Colts -1.
Got it.
Broncos
Broncos
-3.
Oh.
Right, so it's close.
I'm going to hammer Danny.
Danny Dimes.
Let's do it.
49ers 17.
Jim Irsay night again.
Yeah. Seahawks 13. Christian McCaffrey back. Everyone was freaking out. Thought he was going to be not playing. He ended up having 142 total yards.
That was kind of a funny thing that Kyle Shanahan did.
Yeah.
On Thursday, just like drop it up.
Everyone freaking out.
Yeah, his calf feels bad again now.
Yeah. This was the 49ers, how they won this game, that Brock Purdy throw up to the end zone. I mean, Kittle got hurt. Trent Williams, I think, got hurt. Jennings got hurt. So this is just happening again to the Niners. But they found a way to win. But that touchdown pass at the end where it was just such a dangerous throw. And then the Seahawks were right there. Sam Darnold didn't do anything all day, drove them all the way down the field with a minute left, and then gets Nick Bosa bull rush and fumbles on the back of his right tackle.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect time for Mike McDonald to go to the Jalen Milroe package, right?
Yes.
The one that he had talked about earlier this week.
Yep.
I don't think we got any Milroe in the game at all.
We did not.
People
get
wanted some Milroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the Niners were clearly the better team today, but they actually have the little bro ass of the week.
You're calling him the little bro ass.
Jake Moody.
Yes.
Jake Moody has been a problem for the Niners for, 3 seasons now?
It's especially been the last 8 weeks. So I looked it up. Since week 10 last year, he's attempted 23 field goals. How many has he made?
15.
12. How has he not been cut?
I don't know. He's got to be cut this week because
12 of 23 is insane.
Kyle looked like he wanted to kill him on the sidelines several times. I mean, he got drafted, 2023, I think?
Yeah.
And it was that season, the game against the Browns, I said, put a pin in Lil Moody because I know he's a great college kicker, probably a Lou Groza guy too.
Yeah.
Because they drafted him in the 3rd round?
It was high. Let's look it up.
Yeah, when did they draft
Might not
him?
have been that high.
I think it was.
That would be crazy. Was it?
When
Yeah, 3rd round, 99th overall.
3rd round. And he sucked. He showed that he was not going to be consistent, and you could tell that Kyle kind of lost faith in him. And then last year he was ass again, and then to start out this year the way that he did, I'd be shocked if he was on the team next week.
12 for 23. That's so bad.
Bad day. Moody Blues.
That's like 12 for 23 is good numbers for 55 plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought you were talking about the age range.
No,
Yes.
no. But
Yes,
yeah,
I would
like
agree
if
with
you
that.
were 55 plus, you're like, hey, our kicker's 12 for 23, 55 plus.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we could live with that. That's just every kick.
You'll see hitters go 12 for 23 in a stretch. Like, that's not crazy.
Yeah.
12 for 23.
12 for 23 is like a really good night for Luka.
Seahawks defense is good. I don't know what their offense is going to be. I still don't know. Like, the Seahawks have a good running back, or is it just going to be
I think whoever is better that week.
Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet? The idea of them is great.
Yeah.
But it never works.
The problem is one of them's always good, and then the other's not great, but then they flip-flop who's having a good week. So you really have to do trial and error during the game and figure out who's got the hot hand.
And then whoever gets good is hurt.
Then you'll get a hammy.
But yeah, the Seahawks offensive numbers were not great.
JSN played pretty well.
Yeah, and he had that big catch at the end to get them into like the red zone or to the 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
But what a way for Sam Darnold. It's like if you win that game, doesn't wash away last year. Be like, okay, this is a new era. I'm the starting quarterback and the franchise quarterback, and then to have that fumble happen, brutal.
Shout out to Ricky Pearsall though.
Yes,
Great game from him.
he's got to step up without Ayuk.
Yep.
Yeah, and he did.
Until they get Tyreek.
Yeah, until they get Tyreek. Okay, last game. Should we talk about Chargers 27, Chiefs 21? Hank, how much did you love the pomp and circumstance before the game? It lasted forever. Mr. Beast was hosting. There was all types of Brazilian culture and everything. You just love this.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was great to see the sport in a different culture and see the culture embrace it. It was you know, felt like I was watching the NFL grow in front of my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch the game?
I was driving. I was driving to a wedding in the Jersey Shore, so I had YouTube TV on my phone. I was listening to the broadcast, and then I got there for like the end, probably the fourth quarter.
Did you listen to the halftime show?
I did not listen to the halftime show.
I did not listen to the halftime show either. I watched the halftime show. I was in a bar with Max, and it was on mute. Max, do you remember what we were talking about during the halftime show?
Yeah, they shouldn't do halftime shows outside of the Super Bowl.
Agreed. I think that's a Super Bowl thing.
What about
Yeah.
Christmas?
No, Thanksgiving
gets
Kid
wrong.
Rock
Kid
and
Rock's Creed.
yeah,
Creed's fun.
and Creed.
And they had the Beyonce thing last year, did they?
Too much.
Yeah, that was satanic.
That's trying to be a Super Bowl halftime performance when the
Again,
magnitude of the game isn't.
It was satanic,
But it
and it
grew
was
the game.
also pro Cowboys, which
Something
was
you guys just
disrespectful
It was
to Max
pro
and the
Cowboys.
Eagles.
It was
Yeah.
pro Cowboys.
I thought it was Shakira the entire time because it was on mute. Turns out that was not Shakira that was on the screen. But we got a new Shakira.
I was about to talk about Shakira. I thought it was Shakira.
Yeah. It's like the second coming of Avril Lavigne. That was Shakira 2.0 that they had.
New Shakira dropped.
New Shakira just dropped.
Who was it?
Shakira 2.0.
Yeah. Justin Herbert was awesome.
Awesome.
That was the game that everyone who has been talking about Justin Herbert, it's like that's it. And it was a combo of Justin Herbert being awesome and also Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers being like, let's unleash Justin Herbert. Let's let him be Justin Herbert.
Yeah, the goal was not just like run the ball down their throat. It was just like Justin Herbert's going to throw some sick out routes, and he's going to put the ball over the top of a linebacker and somehow make the ball come down into his receiver's hand. Mm-hmm. And he was great, and he's still really, really fast and mobile. This was a big step for him because I don't think, let's see, it was the first time that the Chargers beat the Chiefs in 5 years.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. 7 games. I guess it was 7-game total. And it was a statement.
Did you guys think Mahomes looked good?
No.
I didn't think so either.
Like, if this was the only sample that we had, he did have a couple incredible throws where it's like, what the fuck? How is that possible?
The end when the that deep bomb and the YouTube TV cameraman got so excited we like missed the end of it.
The deep bomb, and then the other one where he's like horizontal throwing a pass.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
And Xavier Worthy getting hurt is a pretty big blow. Like that was again friendly fire.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce fucked him up. Also, did Travis Kelce do a bowl celebration? Does he know Brazil's not Spain?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He does not know that.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
I know we're going to talk.
He got slapped.
He did get slapped. He got the shit slapped out of him.
Was that power rank slaps? That and then Will Smith.
How can you slap? How can you? Will Smith won. This one too.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's where we land.
Quentin Johnson, comeback player of the year.
Awesome.
He's got hands.
Great. Looked great. Yeah, I mean, it was. If you're trying, we'll talk to Shane at the end, but like, that was you got to be as pumped as you could ever be if you're a Chargers fan to beat the Chiefs, have Justin Herbert. Is it the Madison Beer effect?
Yeah,
I think it is.
I'd say like that's the next step in becoming an elite quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Dating. Who do you think loves beer more, Justin Herbert or Pat Mahomes' dad?
Pat Mahomes' dad. He's got more years
for sure
by far. I know we're going to talk college football on Wednesday, but did you guys see that Dylan Raiola's tight end
It's my
got
who's back of the
engaged?
week, yeah.
Oh shit!
Are you serious?
That was your who's back of the week? That's crazy that would be your who's back of the week.
Why?
What? I just never thought you would have seen that. You're not a college football guy.
I'm locked in. This is you're gaslighting me, but I was locked in.
That was your who's
locked
back
in.
of the week?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
My gym teacher and my English teacher getting married?
I apologize.
It's all right. It was a very public engagement.
What did you have for it?
I think it's just it's a funny coincidence.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a crazy coincidence.
That might not be a coincidence at all. I kind of like the idea of Dylan Raiola just being like an absolute like OCD freak.
He's like, you got to do it.
You have to do that.
Do you
have to get engaged?
Do you think he's like using the voice now?
Probably, yeah.
Come on, man. Just ask her to marry you.
She's a cheerleader.
Come on, I want you guys to fall in love. You two are going to make it.
Dylan, why are you talking like that, bro?
It's always been my voice.
Yeah, I'm pumped for the Chargers. Slap hands. Everyone give a high five. I love watching Harbaugh in the locker room after the game. It was Justin Herbert. Maybe a Justin Herbert MVP?
Maybe don't play games outside of the United States, especially week 1.
What do you mean?
I don't like the season opening up on a Friday night in Brazil.
No, I agree.
More football. I want more football.
It's actually the exact same amount of football.
No, but we get extra night of football.
He's right about that.
There is an extra night of football, but you can watch it anytime.
But it does feel like more.
Who watches football like in their free time?
It does feel like extra football. You have to admit that.
It feels a little bit like extra football.
It's 100% extra
But-
football.
But you also have to admit that starting the season
in Brazil sucks. Yeah.
They didn't start the
Eagles did
season in
last year.
Brazil.
for 2 teams.
2 teams started the season in Brazil.
Who cares?
I do.
We do. We just said we do.
You love Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Duh.
Do you love Mr. Beast?
No.
Oh. Okay. Before we do who's back of the week, I got a Roback question for everyone. Roback.com, ROBACK.com. R8. Cut that. Don't leave it in. I don't care.
Yeah.
RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE. I think it's just because I'm doing it out of order. Usually it's to someone, but I'll ask myself the Roback.com, promo code TAKE question. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, 20% off. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. Should we talk about the Caleb article at all? Probably.
Yeah, we can
Did
talk.
you guys
about
read it?
I didn't read it, so I'd love to get your,
I read the
Cliff Notes.
I read
Yeah.
the first page of it until
Notes.
you had to like subscribe to something.
Yeah.
And then I said I'm not going to subscribe, and I'm sure that you'll just tell me what was.
So Tyler Dunn wrote an article. It's a 3-part article about the Bears' just clusterfuck of a season last year, and the first part was about Caleb Williams. And
Convenient timing.
well, okay, so I understand the timing. It is convenient timing, but here's my take on the article. People could disagree, whatever. It was a lot of the fired guys from the coaching staff last year. I actually don't think Matt Eberflus was on the record. I think he reached out. Matt Eberflus was like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. I think it was, I'm guessing it was Chris Morgan, the offensive line coach, and Shane Waldron were some of the anonymous sources. So he talked to anonymous sources, which is a little weird because it's not like they're breaking state secrets here. It's not a uncovering something the CIA did. There's really no reason to have anonymous sourcing here. But basically the guys who got fired wanted to get their version of it out and be like, Caleb Williams sucks, and they alleged that he could possibly have dyslexia, which that one felt wild. There's also some weird like adjectives used, sashaying around. The whole article was weird.
That's what I saw in the first page that was free to read.
Yeah.
There were, I'm just going to say what I think. There were several adjectives that were inserted in there that were like, this guy's gay.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like they used the gayest adjectives possible that weren't even quotes about Caleb. It was like the article alluded to it.
And I actually like, so everyone's going after the guy who wrote it, Tyler Dunn. I don't know, like he's just reporting what people are telling him.
Right.
You could make the argument that, hey, dude, the people you're talking to are very biased and going to spin it one way, but he's not. He is just reporting it. Whatever. I think the timing, though, Hank, back to what you're saying, is these guys basically have to get their narrative out there before Ben Johnson starts coaching, because if Ben Johnson does a really good job with Caleb Williams, they're going to look even worse. Like it's going to look like even worse, more of a clusterfuck. And that's what they're doing, is they're covering their own ass. The beauty of this is if Caleb Williams is good, none of this matters. Like all of these, holy shit, I can't believe it's happened, like he's so bad and all this stuff, none of it matters. And also I don't know if you guys noticed, but like this article didn't really make national news. You know what I mean? I didn't see anyone reporting about it on ESPN or anything. So I think it's a lot of pissed off coaches trying to get their narrative set so they can cover their ass. Essentially guys who can go into an interview next year and when they're like, hey, what happened with the 2024 Bears? And be like, look at this article.
But, oh, yeah,
it wasn't us.
I
It was
remember
Caleb.
I read something about the fact that you guys had to do ready, set, go as your snap count. That was a weird part too.
Yeah.
Where it said that they didn't do like green 40 or a combination of colors and numbers. They reverted to saying ready, set, go.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't teach a guy to do anything but ready, set, go, that's on you. Mm-hmm. Like you can teach kindergartners to learn things besides ready, set, go.
And that's what
red light, green light.
And that's what I think that they're doing, is because if Ben Johnson makes Caleb Williams look good, they will look even worse.
I think it was
because it won't be Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams could suck. And then they could be like, hey, look, we were right. The great thing is it all can get decided on the field.
Here's what happened. Last year sucked. Last year was bad. And so,
awful.
So after you move on from last year, there's a lot of people that were involved in that, and they all need to try to make it seem like they weren't the reason that it sucked.
Correct.
And we've had some quotes from like Caleb's family that came out talking about how bad last year was. No one watched film with him. No one taught him how to watch film.
Correct.
Now you've got coaches that read that and they're like, well, we need to get our side of the story out there. Let's try to get out. Just say that that he didn't understand how to count to 10.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're going to find out tomorrow.
That's exactly right. It was the story was told about how bad the coaching staff was for the last 6 months. It was no doubt they were going to get a way to get their side of it out there.
Mm-hmm.
It just, there were parts of it that felt really like personal and mean. And again, it was not, I don't think Tyler Dunn was right in that. He was just saying what these guys are saying. And I think these guys were just trying to get their shots in. And we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. And listen, Ben Johnson, that's it. Do you think Ben Johnson gives a fuck about this article?
No.
He doesn't care. That's the last year's coaching staff. He cares about whether he can make Caleb Williams good or not.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. But it was a lot of there was a lot of fire on like Bears Twitter and just everything. It was the dyslexia stuff was weird. That part was weird, where it's like, you guys are getting really personal.
That's HIPAA.
That is HIPAA. Can't do that. That's HIPAA. All right, should we do Who's Back of the Week and wrap up?
Yep.
Week 1.
Hey, guys, I love football.
I love football, too.
I love football.
I lost every bet today, but I still love football. Who's Back of the Week brought to you by Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready. Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, in our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Who's Back of the Week, Hank?
My Who's Back of the Week, it was Love. It was Dylan Raiola.
You love love.
I love love. I like Dylan Raiola. But I will go with Carlos Alcaraz. U.S. Open champion and Sabalenka from the women's side.
Yeah.
Dominating performances.
Alcaraz and center.
I don't know if obviously it was just because Thursday I was locked in, but I did watch the women's final a little bit yesterday. I watched some of the men's final today. High level tennis is fun to watch.
So pretty much for the next 15 years, we're just going to have Alcaraz and center in the finals of every major.
Yeah. Tennis is the craziest sport. If you're the fourth best tennis player in the world, you're basically dog shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to win anything.
There might be an injury one year and you'll get into the finals.
Yeah.
And then you'll get your ass kicked by whoever of the other two was not injured.
That's essentially all it is.
Yeah. Djokovic gave Alcaraz a better shot than Sinner did too.
Well, Djokovic is ancient and he's still the GOAT.
Yeah.
What about the American kid? The guy that used to play
Shelton?
quarterback. Yeah, Ben Shelton.
Yeah, he's
good.
He's the fifth best player and he's never going to win anything.
But wait, don't those guys usually sneak one in when it's a down?
Ben Shelton will make some noise.
You remember
I think
when it was Agassi and Sampras that were winning everything?
Yeah.
Jim Courier also snuck in there for a little bit.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Ben Shelton's only 22. Who's Ben Shelton's mom?
All right. Who's Ben Shelton's
I don't know. That's
mom?
the top Google result.
What?
Who is she?
Lisa Witskin Shelton was also a highly ranked junior tennis player, and his uncle, Todd Witskin, was a professional tennis player.
All right.
Turns out, runs in the family.
Okay. Let's look at this. All right. So for the last 2 years, Sinner, Alcaraz have won every single one.
Yep.
He's in a
And
relationship
then
with
the year
Trinity
before that,
Rodman.
it was when Djokovic was still winning it. So from 2023 all the way. Oh, there was one guy. There's one guy every 3 years that can maybe sneak in.
Okay.
Daniel Medvedev.
Yep.
Or Danny Medvedev. Dominic Thiem. That was a COVID year. But yeah, it was Djokovic, Nadal, Federer every single year.
Yeah.
And there's 1 year Andy Murray won. But yeah, if you're the fifth best tennis player, you're just not going to win.
Yeah, this is what we're going to have for the next 15 years.
So did you bet it?
Yeah, I bet Sinner lost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry. Shout out to memes.
Yeah, 18-1.
Good job.
28-1. I was
28-1.
Yeah, me and Hank did. So I was putting it in my phone, and then Hank said it out loud, and then I just made eye contact with him. It was just fate.
That's so sick.
So sick.
I got it boosted
I
42.
bet it with you guys. That's so sick.
But this is where PFT I can pay. I can now pay back. It's public. I won $8,000.
Well, do you want to pay that back? I would rather have the Sarlet.
All right, so we're 0 for 1.
That should be your money.
You got 7. Well, but my money is your money.
No, because if I lose all the Sarlets, then it's wiped clean anyways. With the exception of the half that was for the golf tournament.
All right, so you got 7 Sarlays left. You want to do a Monday night Sarlay?
You can Sarlay me up the asshole as many as you want.
I want you to pick them. You're ruining.
No, I don't.
If I gave Big Cat, if I gave you
that's a
eight
chore.
$500 parlays, would you bet them yourselves, or just be like, you do it?
I want you dug yourself in this mess. You're going to dig yourself out.
All right.
I would just give me all the cash, and I'll just bet it myself. On one bet. Yeah.
All right, I'll do a Monday night Sarlay.
All right.
For the people.
PFT.
My who's back of the week is Chivalry.
Yeah?
Chivalry's back because I don't know if you guys saw this, but in the Phillies game
Yes.
last weekend, there's a home run ball that was hit, and this man got the ball, and he saw a woman that really wanted the ball, and he goes, you know what? She's a woman that came to the game. It'd be a gentlemanly thing for me to do to give her this ball. So he gave her the ball, made her very happy, and then him and his kid got some autographed bats, I think, after the game, some signed merchandise from Harrison Bader. So it was a truly touching story where it's there are good people in this world that will go out of their way to make people feel better.
So it's a win-win-win.
It was a win-win-win. Actually, what happened was the ball landed in the stands. The guy got the ball, and then the woman came over to him, berated him in front of his son for stealing the ball from her when it landed in the row in front of her, and nobody had the ball. And then the guy, credit to the guy, by the way. I saw some people saying, like, you got to stand up for yourself in front of your kid.
Fuck that.
This woman was not going to go down quietly. Just get her to stop yelling in front of your kid. Give her the ball.
She was a perfect combination. She was a Rachel Maddow, Keith Olbermann hybrid.
It was a crazy.
So scary coming at you and yelling at you.
It was a almost like a crisis actor level Karen.
Yeah.
Because she had the haircut and everything.
Max, this happened to the Phillies.
Yep.
Hank?
I have a dad question first.
Okay.
Because that guy was pretty aggressive going for that ball.
Yeah.
Too aggressive, you think?
No.
Let me watch it again.
Like he went sprinting for it. Like
No, I think that plays. It's a ball. It's a home run ball.
It's on the ground. It's not in anybody's lap.
Was it a home run or a foul ball?
Home run.
Then you got to go for it. A foul ball, I
his
think.
reaction is so funny.
His reaction is great.
I think there's a big difference. I think a foul
Yeah,
ball,
yeah.
you can't run like 20 feet for a foul ball and like try to grab it from someone. A home run ball, you got to go for it. It's a home run.
It was also a Philly. You're a Phillies fan. It was a Phillies home run
Yeah.
as well. So you got to get that ball. You get it for your kid.
Yeah.
I wish that she was mic'd up. I want to hear what her explanation of why that ball belonged to her.
But then now the kid he got a signed bat. He's going to the World Series. And I think he's got an RV now.
Yeah, no, there was some rich guy that was tweeting. I saw this too.
Everyone just started piling on this lady.
And
that's the only part that's like, we don't have to totally ruin her life.
I saw that she got fired.
What?
Yeah.
there's been a lot of fake stuff going out.
Was
about,
that fake? Because
I don't know.
I looked into it, and I think that she might have gotten fired.
This lady sucks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But also, she can just suck, and we can just let it be after the kid got a fucking RV.
Listen, shitty people should have jobs. You don't want all these shitty people just wandering the streets unemployed.
Fired.
That's going to make
Yeah, no,
everything
she is
worse.
not.
Says no, she has not been fired.
Okay.
There's been a lot of fake stuff. I almost.
But I'm going to back up PFT. If you see a picture and it just says fired on it.
I saw several pictures that were stamped fired.
Fired, yeah.
But you don't want these people roaming around. They need to have a job.
I thought this was a real thing. This
Oh
was
my
fake.
God. What do you,
the crying filter.
Max, so what do you say? Phillies fan.
No, that woman was it was insane what she did, but everyone, I think she got what she deserved, and it's fine. I agree with what you said. Like, she's probably walking around Philly right now, and like not walking around Philly because
gotta
people are
change your
probably
hair.
saying it. You got to change everything.
You grow out your hair. You dye it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. But
I wouldn't know who if.
no, I think that the reaction from everyone was warranted, and I think it's fine. I think she shouldn't be allowed to go to any Phillies games for the rest of her life, though.
I think
she should be banned from
rest of her
Citizens Bank
life?
Park. Yeah, she should be. This wasn't even at Citizens Bank Park. She should be banned from Citizens Bank Park.
But you want her.
But I don't want to ruin her life. I just want to ruin her.
No, that's ruining her life.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
diehard fan.
You don't know that.
She almost fought somebody over a home run ball.
It could have been anything.
What if she has to take one of those classes?
Oh yeah, the Max class.
Yep. I had to take that for something I didn't do.
I also thought it was weird when people were like, as a man, you have to stand up for your kid, and like,
Oh, I'm for sure giving that ball back.
that's
yeah.
a bad the masculine. Like, dude, if a woman's yelling in my face, I'm whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
You
don't
take it.
Yeah, just okay. All right, lady. Sorry that the crazy lady came up and yelled at us.
And I just turn to my kid and be like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get an RV in like 2 hours."
yeah, the RV is a wild thing to throw.
Was
in.
it an RV? It was literally like everyone, because you know how these things work on the internet. Thing happens, person who did the bad thing gets their life ruined. Person who did the good thing, everyone comes out of the woodwork being like, let's give him this, let's give him that. It's like, now it might be too much.
I think this lady was on a date too, because there was a guy.
Yeah.
I think maybe her husband was there, and her husband had the look on his face like, I've seen this happen so many times before. I'm not going to try to get in between this.
Yeah.
This is not the first time that she's made a scene.
Well, no, yeah, the way she yelled, like she's a mean person to people. Like that was the vibe I got. But yeah, he got his family's going to the World Series and he got an RV.
All right, I'd say fair trade.
What is this? The price is right? Why did you get an RV? That's crazy. Just getting an RV?
I don't know where the RV is coming from, but there's just people saying that.
I think
he's
I
getting an
saw a
RV.
guy being like, I'm giving him an RV.
And the jet skis.
Yeah.
All you have to do if you're this lady, by the way, because guys are stupid, you just have to not wear that shirt and change your glasses. Mm-hmm. And we'll have no idea who you are.
And grow your hair a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
Maybe dye. If you dyed it brown, you wouldn't have to grow it at all.
He got to meet Harrison Bader.
Who's
Who
a good
has
guy
not
with
done
great,
anything.
with great social media.
This is a tweet. This
Has
is a
never
tweet.
done anything wrong.
Nope.
I'll send this young man and his family to the MLB World Series on me. Oh, and you just won an RV as well. What?
Where does the RV come in?
Now I'm mad at now I'm mad at them, I
The
think.
crazy thing is also if that lady did get fired, she would probably start her own GoFundMe
Yeah.
if she got fired, and then she'd make money off of it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's the best way to get money these days.
Max, when that first happened, we were like, of course it's the Phillies. Fuck.
No, because there for some reason that this was at the Marlins Stadium, and for some reason the entire section was Phillies fans.
It's good it was Philly on Philly cry.
Yes.
Because if it was Phillies Marlins cry,
Correct.
you would have been.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. But everyone else was Phillies fans and also shaming this woman. Like, she got what she deserved. There was another video that she was yelling at some other person who I guess was yelling at her for taking the ball. So she was getting it from all angles, and she was fighting back.
Got it. How are the Phillies doing? Check National Sports
Good.
Podcast.
They took 2 or 3 from the Brewers last week, took 2 or 3 from the Marlins this weekend. Now we got 4 games with the Mets, but we're up 7 games.
Now, if this lady,
Up 4 games on the Dodgers.
would you want this lady going to other people's ballparks? Let's say it's the World Series.
I don't want her wearing Phillies gear.
What would Foul Ball Guy have done in this situation? If that
No,
woman
this
comes
wouldn't-
up to him.
he would've-
Zero chance he gives that ball to her.
Yeah.
Zero.
Zero chance.
Zero
Zero.
chance, yeah.
He
I
would have
would've
gotten
loved to
more
see it.
mad at her.
Because that's a
than-
man.
Yeah, she would have ended up with an RV.
Yes.
It would have been like, look at what Foul Ball Guy did to this woman.
Yep.
Free Foul Ball Guy.
The RV is fun.
The RV's insane. Like, can I just have some cash, please? I don't.
This guy's
What
Twitter
is a-
bio just says unconditional lover of business.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
Marcus Lemonis. He's a fixer. He's the fixer. But yeah, I think if I was like a 12-year-old kid, I'd be like, yeah, I'd.
Should we give him Vanny?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. This kid, you get Vanny, you got to come here, you got to get it, you got to ship it, but it's yours. Look at us. That was very nice. Yeah.
We should make a graphic,
New Vanny, by the way.
but put all of the conditions at the bottom in small letters.
Yeah. Yeah, we should. So I bought a new van that looks exactly like Vanny, that is just can actually drive and is the same year as Vanny. Green, inside the exact same. It gets here on Tuesday. I'm so excited for this.
It's going to be nice.
I saw a PFT with his El Camino. I was like, I want to get something for myself too. And I might, and I'll say this, I don't think I've told you guys this part. My lease on my current car is up in a couple months, and I might just
Sick car.
drive it around for a while. Putting the children's seats, that might be a problem.
The captain seats, though.
Yeah.
They should strap it
I would
nicely.
my wife might be like, you're not driving our children in this van.
Well, the issue is-
1992.
The issue is I don't think it's got airbags,
They don't sit in the front.
side curtains.
I think that there's a
curtains.
chance
It does
that
have
this thing's
side
not going to
curtains.
run well either.
What? Why would you say that?
It's a 1992.
Yes.
Hey,
There's a
why
chance
are you
that-
laughing? Why are you smiling?
because he
I wasn't
knows.
gonna say it.
It was significantly more expensive than the original Vanny.
Which we spent a good amount of money fixing.
But still,
You did a great job on that, Hank.
the engine is just in the middle of the.
It's a work in progress.
It is.
You wanted to jump to the finish line.
I think it actually is like life-threatening to sit in that van right now.
it's a work in progress.
I think carbon monoxide, that'll kill you.
We got Vanny running again. That was all we wanted to do. We're not going to get rid of Vanny unless this kid claims it. We'll just have 2 vans.
So that's where I'm like, that's pointless.
Why?
Because we don't use the one of them.
Yeah, but we'll use the second one.
Yeah.
So let's just get whatever.
What if the first?
We don't have
What if the
whatever.
one we use breaks? We have a backup van.
I guess.
That's actually a really smart. We have a backup quarterback.
Mhm.
Like, might not be the best backup.
We all have cars also.
Well, I might not.
Okay.
Dude,
Don't try.
driving my kids to school in that thing would fucking rock.
I'm just picturing it breaking down on the highway again. And we just have it's
I'll
just
go on the
groundhog.
highway.
We're just gonna have Groundhog's Day with this car.
This one's definitely going to run better.
Yeah, I
This
don't
sounds
like
like
you
this
put
sounds
that
like
out there.
Caleb Williams. Like this.
Oh, what?
Yeah, what?
What was that,
Well,
Max?
like PFT just keeps telling you like Caleb Williams is gonna be good. Caleb Williams is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Vanny is gonna
How'd
be
you
good.
connect that with?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What does that have to do with it?
Man, that hurt.
I can't have opinions that Caleb Williams is going to be better this year than he was last year.
So now, not only does my quarterback suck, but my van doesn't run. How do I end
No,
up
I'm
here?
just saying it's a both of those things are possibilities.
Shit, dude.
Someone's got to acknowledge the possibilities.
That was bad. All right, my who's back of the week is our guy Peter Schrager because he's the man, and I didn't tweet anything, but I do have his back. Ryan Clark's a piece of shit. I'll just say that.
you
I know
didn't
that-
play the game, Big Cat.
Ryan Clark
Ryan
just
Clark was bad.
yeah, and he just like berated Peter Schrager for having a take on a take show because he didn't play the game. Schrager fucking lives, breathes, eats, drinks football. He knows so much about football. He's so plugged in. Give me a break.
I also think that Ryan
my
Clark,
ass.
Ryan Clark is, I think, the weirdest guy on television right now.
Dude.
Because he also was live tweeting the Chargers-Chiefs game, and then he inserted an apology like into the middle of his string of live tweets
I like that a lot.
out of nowhere, like buried
That's actually a smart move.
buried it in
Gotta-
the middle of there.
you gotta bury it.
But in his tweet, he also talked about an off-the-air
Yeah, that
confrontation
was interesting.
that nobody knew about, and now it's like, wait, Ryan, this is so weird. What the fuck is going on, man? The last 2 years for Ryan Clark, he's put up crazy numbers in terms of all weird points.
Yeah.
Like the back and forth he had with RG3,
Yep.
where he's like, your wife's white, and then everyone was like, that's weird, Ryan. And then it turns out that he had a kid that he had not acknowledged publicly.
Yep.
That came out. It's been very strange with Ryan. The last
Very
couple years.
strange.
And then all the podcast clips that I ever see of the guy are him on the verge of tears interviewing somebody.
Yeah. Schrager, you don't need us to say this, but I'll say this. I'm pretty confident that this entire show, if it was just us versus Ryan Clark, we could beat his ass. If you need us to do it, we will.
But also, Peter, if you say anything about football I disagree with, I'm going to remind you didn't play football.
Correct. That's a fact.
Yeah. Not like me.
It was just crazy. Ryan Clark, come on, man. You know what, Ryan Clark? I want someone to give you an RV and then take it away so you can feel the pain. Dickhead.
You know what? I'd be like, you didn't watch football.
Yeah. You didn't watch football for a lot of years.
For the most formative years of your take producing life.
You were playing it.
Like my brain was learning how to make takes about football as you were nowhere to be found.
Correct. You were on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Touching grass while I was on the couch.
Weirdo.
Grinding tape. Zach, finish us off.
My who's back of the week is dedicated fans. Did any of you guys see the Missouri fan at halftime with the kick attempt?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. We can talk more college on Wednesday, but yes, this was awesome.
I just are you guys given the chance? Are you just shoving it to the other team, showing the shirt, or are you going for 25,000?
It's a good question, Zach, because at one point in my life, I was offered, I believe, $250,000 to a food bank to make a 33-yard field goal. I did the same thing. I turned to the side. I missed it wide right on purpose
I remember that.
because I was just like, this is ESPN. They fired me. I'm not going to acknowledge them by trying to make a field goal here. So I respect what that guy did.
Yeah. Big time respect.
Also,
he has one leg.
Also, the guy had a prosthetic leg, and the dude's a legend
Yeah.
forever. And I'm glad that rivalry's back too, because you should not go that long without playing that game, the Border War.
Yeah.
Glad it's back. That was a good move. I wish he had like lightly hit somebody in the butt on the sideline.
That would have been
cool.
That would have been really cool.
I think he goes down in fan history there.
Yeah, he
It's a
does.
great move.
Yeah, he does. Okay. Good show, boys. Week 1 in the books. Feels good.
Feels great.
Feels awesome to talk football. We don't know a lot of things. What did we learn? Dolphins stink.
Dolphins do stink. Beams was upset because if the Jets had won, that would make Hank the only team on this podcast that lost this weekend.
Yeah, that'd have been good.
Yeah. I hate that.
I'm also a loser.
My game is still coming up. Yeah. But the Jets look better.
I mean, the Bills.
PFT's thinking soupy.
I'm
Hank's going to give up on
Thinking about the
season next
concept
week.
Nope.
of a soupy.
Never give
We
up.
could have think about
Never
week
surrender.
2. What's at stake? PFT could be thinking soupy, and Hank could be giving up.
I was saying it'd be so.
And the Eagles could kill the Chiefs.
And the Jets
Yeah.
could be in first in
Yeah.
the AFC.
Is Jalen Carter going to play?
Yeah.
Not suspended.
Rappaport said that it's unlikely that he faces any more.
I heard Herm Edwards talk about that on my drive into work this morning. I like to listen to Herm and our good friend Matt Jones chop it up sometimes on Sunday mornings. Herm said,
What a combo.
yeah, Herm said he would have benched Jalen Carter for the next week. He would have said, "You got to stand on the sidelines with me."
Yeah, fucking right.
No.
I actually do think that Herm Edwards would have done that, and there's a reason why Herm Edwards is not an NFL coach.
where's that?
It was very funny to hear him
Kansas
say,
City.
"It's like I know you believe this, Herm,
Yeah.
but it also tells me a lot."
I know
It's-
that.
That's like a great, like when we match each other's, hypothetical things. Like, yeah, you know what? I'd cut Jalen Carter. Mm-hmm. I'd send a message. I would. If I were the coach, I would.
I'd arrest him.
Yep, I would. I'd never let him play football again.
Actually, you know what? I'd beat his ass.
Yeah, I would.
If I was his coach.
I'd kick the shit out of him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we would do to Jalen Carter.
Whose line is in it? I already know the line. I'm interested.
Okay.
in
Oh, I like
what you
new,
think.
new segment. I already know the line.
But you guess it. All right, on the DraftKings Sportsbook, the Chiefs at home against the Eagles. What
Eagles minus
is it?
4.
Is it played? When is it played?
Chiefs suck.
What time?
Game of the week, 3:30.
I think I'm gonna say pick 'em.
I'm gonna say Chiefs minus 1.5.
Eagles minus 1.5.
Wow.
I was surprised by
it's
that. I
close.
thought it was going to be Chiefs minus 1, maybe even Chiefs minus 2.
So I gotta bet the Chiefs
System.
because I have them as a favorite and they're an underdog.
But
Right?
maybe that's what Vegas wants you to think.
Yeah. Well, I can't figure out.
You know,
I'm not smart enough. I lost everything.
It would be so funny if we recorded early on Thursday and then I went to Green Bay and then I recorded the rest of the show remotely on Thursday night. It'd be so funny. Somebody said that to me earlier. I was like, no, I can't do that.
You can do it.
It's a good idea, but I won't do it.
Numbers.
3.
There you go, memes.
back.
22.
Throughout the show, by the way, now, every time you say the word number, he just says 3 to a muted mic.
I got
Good, gotta stay ready.
confess something. I was watching Advisors on Friday, and Big Cat said numbers and pause, and I yelled 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It was like it was legit. I was like 3. I was
The
like,
word numbers has broken your
yeah,
brain.
yeah.
gonna go
No, you can't say number.
85.
I'm going to go 32 for Justin Fields' offense.
I'm going to go 33.
14. 99 put.
19. 8.
Hank?
22.
56.
We've been living in the 50s.
56. Shane, real quick. Chargers, pretty awesome, huh? Chargers, pretty awesome. Justin Herbert, holy shit.
I missed what you said. What did you say?
Justin Herbert, holy shit.
He was awesome.
That was an awesome game.
Best game of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel awesome?
That was probably the best Chargers win in the last since 2018 probably. Last time we beat the Chiefs, the Mike Williams 2-point conversion.
Hell yes.
That was
Shane,
insane.
I was very happy for you.
I have a question for you.
It's awesome.
Are you thinking soupy?
One step at a time. I'm feeling happy in the moment right now.
They got to win a playoff game.
We have to win many regular seasons games before the
But
playoff
I'm
game
saying
as
like
well.
that's the
Yes,
Justin Herbert
one
winning
Justin Herbert playoff win,
would be
Would be
feed
awesome.
families
honestly.
with a bunch of chicken fingers and macaroni,
Shirley Temples, hell yeah.
Shirley Temples, no onions.
No onions, no pickles.
It would feed a
Oh.
lot of families.
Shane, would you eat an onion like an apple for a Chargers playoff win?
I would eat many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would sleep with an onion.
I would. I would sleep in a bed just of onion. No mattress, just onions.
An onion bed?
Yeah.
If the Chargers go to the AFC Championship game, you have to sleep in an onion bed the night before.
I heard you say sleep with an onion. I thought you were asking him to fuck an onion.
No.
Would you fuck an onion for a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That would probably burn,
Worth it.
right?
Be crying.
Yeah.
I just love you so much.
All right. Good show, boys. Week 1.
Love you guys.